Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Let me see. I'm sorry for being late. It is my fault. It's not the lady's fault. 1,000% it's on me. Okay, so I hope people ain't coming and leave. Okay, so just as a recap, it's been a long time since we've gotten together. Um, I want to thank you guys for joining the live, of course. Am I blurry?
No.
No. Oh,
Well,
wait.
now you are.
Now you are.
Hold on.
Okay, you're good now.
Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so it's been so long. Thank you for both for getting on a live with me. I just wanted to catch people up to what you guys have been doing outside of gig work, if you're still doing gig work. And then we're going to talk about some current events that's happening right now in the gig community. So introduce yourselves and then let me introduce y'all. So I have Miss Driving with Jazz. This is my birthday twin. We just celebrated a birthday, guys. So happy belated to both of us. I saw Jazz a few weeks ago. She came to NYC. And of course, we have A Journey with T. Do y'all remember her? This is A Journey with T. My gig sister. These two are both my friends. Let me just be clear. We met, of course, via the internet, and I'm happy to say that at least I consider them friends. I don't know what they consider me,
Yeah,
but
she's my friend, y'all. I don't know what the hell wrong with her. She's my friend. Hello.
She's
Hello,
my
T.
accountant, my therapist, my manager, all of the above. And
hey,
friend.
Mel and Ken. Hey,
I don't see anybody.
hold on. You know I don't know how to work this. Hey.
Hey, I remember them.
Of course. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, here go your boo.
Hey, side gig.
How do you
Hey,
speak to everybody
Brandon.
but me?
You know this is T's boo.
Ooh, which one
Hey,
I brought her
Psychic.
to?
Hi,
Brandon.
sidekick.
Ooh,
No, he spoke to everybody but me. Keep going.
that's how you know you his boo. Don't worry about it. I trying to get your attention.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're gonna catch the folks up on what's been going on. Who would like to go first?
You.
Me.
Yeah, 'cause when last time I
Okay.
seen you on a live? I don't know. Let's see.
Who, me?
Not Brandon said and did. Ooh. Oh boy.
See.
Okay, well, I am Dimples on Demand. I have been on YouTube for a little while now. I think broke into the scene. Well, I initially started YouTube to show my journey of buying a house, but then it led to me wanting to pay off debt. And then the quickest way to pay off debt is, of course, to do gig work. And I just started to make videos about my everyday, let me pick up this order. And of course, the pandemic hit, and that's when all of us, I would say, really started to take off as far as the gig community. And yeah, I just showed my journey with picking up orders, and it grew into something I probably would have never imagined it would be. And it's been, what, 5, 6 years now? And yeah, I'm so grateful for gig work. You have no idea. It's completely changed my life. I'm forever grateful for it. I've learned a lot, met these friends of mine, and yeah, I'm just here living life, y'all. Living life.
So, my name is Jazz, or formerly Driving with Jazz. I'm now Gym with Jazz 2040 everywhere. And I started off, my YouTube channel was Driving with Jazz. My current channel is the new name. And I started off, I think my first video was like in 2019 when I first started driving Uber. I resigned from my job to do it. And then I started doing Lyft. And long story short, I was doing gig work for like 3.5 years here in Phoenix, Arizona. It also was a great just a great situation for me until it wasn't, until the economy was just like the gig economy wasn't like it was in the beginning. So I ended up I completely stopped driving, I think like April of 2024. And I just sat at my full-time job. I had already been employed full-time since like the end of 2022. So I just stopped gig working, but I genuinely loved it. I have so many just good memories about it. And again, I met Dimples in person recently after all these years. And then I haven't met T in person, but still. And honestly, it really did change my life for the better. I had a lot of relaxation, a lot of freedom. I was able to really learn how to handle my money, be fiscally responsible, budgeting, all of that, and to like really put it into action. So I just also to whoever's watching, I appreciate and I love you guys. You guys message me and just still comment under my videos. And even though I'm not driving, I still love interacting with y'all. So yeah, I'm Jazz or driving with Jazz, gym with Jazz, whatever.
And I am a journey with T. Or you can just call me T. I started on YouTube in about 2019. I was on a journey to pay off debt as well. I was literally drowning in it. And some guy I was dating at the time told me to just get out of debt, and I didn't really know what to do. So I went to Google and I looked up like side jobs because I was already working a full-time job. I saw an advertisement for DoorDash, and then I started looking at YouTube videos, and I didn't see a lot of people like me doing YouTube. Also with Shipped, I was mainly looking for people that looked like me doing Shipped, and I only found one. So I picked up the camera and I said I would document my journey doing gig work, and now we're here.
Okay, well, welcome, ladies. Now let's get into it. I'm very excited to have you both, and thank you for catching us up with what you currently have going on. So, as you know, I don't want to say that I've completely left gig work behind, but it definitely had to take a backseat for me. I was in school. I really didn't have time to film. I would still do orders here and there or mystery shops here and there, but I could not 100% dedicate my time to gig work. Just like I said earlier, it did change my life. It helped me get out of debt. It helped me purchase a house. It helped pay for school. And I think it's become a part of me that I probably could never put down. And that doesn't mean like I have to do a delivery. I still look at gig work and other aspects. Like with the nursing stuff, I'm able to pick up a shift, and I look at that as like picking up a gig and working through that gig, and still, just like Jazz said, learning how to manage your money, especially when it comes to taxes, because we all know that that's a whole nother thing within itself. It's interesting because my channel, although it didn't primarily start with being in the gig economy, it kind of just morphed into that. And now I find myself being, I guess, in this box of this is all people want to see. And anytime I try to veer away from it, they're not having it. They're like, oh, nope, unsubscribe. We're not watching. I'm done with you. But then we do have faithful subscribers, which they're here now. Mel and Ken, Brandon, Side Gig. Let me tell you about Side Gig. Like when I was my most stressed and my most depressed, Side Gig would message me on Instagram and say, like, I don't know you. Like, you know, we never met in person, but she will always ask, like, are you okay? Why do I sound like I'm about to cry? Anyway, Side Gig really, like, I'm telling you, the friendship that we've had, it's too special to even describe. Anyway, so I don't think that gig work would ever leave me because it's just a part of me now. Like, I look at life different. I do want to talk about some current events that are happening. So let me tell you something. I erased every piece of gig work from my mind. I wasn't watching no videos. I was not interested because that's just not where I was. But I would still like watch, of course, Gig Life. We're good friends too. That man is a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to make his videos. He's going to show you his journey. So I will watch videos here and there. But now that I'm free from the bondage of school, I have more time to get back into it. And then even though I'm not doing orders like that, it still is a sense of encouragement to see somebody get out day to day, do that grind, because it's not an easy thing to sit there for hours to try to make whatever your goal is. So I would kind of use it as a motivation to, okay, girl, you could do this. If they could get out and do these orders, you can get out and do whatever it is that I put my mind to. So recently, I don't know why, but I've gotten some videos come down my feed regarding something that's been happening in the gig economy. Personally, I don't know what I considered myself. I felt like I was cosplaying as a gig worker in a sense. I never felt like I was this diehard gig worker, although I was in the gig space. And I've been very upfront about that. Like, I didn't want to take away from what anybody was doing or downplay it or think that I'm better than, because I was in it with y'all, but I wasn't in it fully committed to it because I always had my full-time job. And I want to play a clip. Now, help me if I even remember how to do this. Dear God. How do I do this? I don't want to play. Oh, God. I want to play this clip. How is it going to work? Can I just play a video and you guys hear the sound? Let's try that. Hold on.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't remember. Tell me if you can hear this.
All right.
Started.
All right. Well, I have one more question for you.
Did you hear that? Okay, so we're gonna play this clip. Okay.
All right. You have a certain level of appreciation for the existence of the gig economy. If it wasn't for the gig economy, you wouldn't have been able to accomplish the goals that you did, right? You were able to graduate without debt, right? A lot of your colleagues or a lot of the students you went to school with, they are in debt and you were out of debt, right? So I'm not asking you to leave your job or anything like that. I would just want to know if there's this love or this appreciation for the gig economy, would you even or ever consider doing it full time? Because with this whole pandemic, a lot of people lost their jobs. Right?
No.
What you would get another job?
Yes. I would never do this full time. And that's nothing against anyone. I commend you guys for hitting that pavestone, the cement day after day and hustling. I personally would not quit my job to do this.
And I understand. I read a book. I don't know if have any of you heard of Robert Kiyosaki?
Yeah. Okay. We don't have to go further.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, wah, wah, wah.
You remember?
No, but I read that book a long, long time ago.
Okay. So shout out to UDM, because this was when T and I used to do gig talk every week. We had special guests. Jazz was a guest. But this particular week we had UDM. So I want to shout out UDM. Like, this is nothing against UDM. But I remember this was in 2020. And he asked me, would I ever quit my full-time job for gig work? Before he could finish his sentence, you clearly hear me. I said, no, I would never. And that has not changed, and it will never change. And then he went into not Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but it's called Cash Quadrants. He spoke about shifting your mindset. I don't really know it fully, but shifting your mindset from being an employee to like owner, blah, 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 blah. If you want, we could listen to the rest of the clip. But I just wanted to play that piece to let you guys know I have not changed. Like, it's going on almost 6 years. I have not changed, and I will never change because that's just not me. So real quick, I want to speak to Jazz, who has taken on gig work full time. How easy was it for you to make that switch? Because it's not an easy decision at all. It's very, very scary. So just talk to us briefly about what made you say, enough, I've had it, I'm going to do this full time. And then, of course, your transition back to the traditional work setting?
So one thing about me is that I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit from young. I mean, I was in school, third grade, selling stuff like making $20 a day, sending like just. I've always been into entrepreneurial things, and when I moved to Arizona, that's what kind of put me in a position to do it because I had never done gig work, but I was looking for. I, I would say I was looking for like another source of income, and I moved into a new city. And one of my friends in Colorado was doing it for quite some time. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna drive around. Plus, I like exploring the city. So I love making money and making friends or like being social. So, but I was like, okay, let me do this. Let me drive. So when I started driving, I was literally making the same amount of money an hour that I was making at my job. I think at the time I was making like $29, $30 an hour. Okay. So when I came out here on a bad day, when I first started, I'm kid you not, between Uber, Lyft, tips, and all of that, I'm making like 27, 28, worst case scenario. But sometimes way more than that. But for the most part, while I was looking at it, I was like, damn, like $28, whatever. And I remember I went out the country. I went to Indonesia. I was gone for like maybe like 10 days. I came back and that whole trip, I'm like, I'm calculating and I'm like, I can always just get another IT job because I can. And so I literally just after some time and doing the and I think at the time I had been driving for like 2 months part-time before work, after work, and I was just seeing how much money I can make and then the freedom that came along with this. So what really made me want to quit is because I will have other projects I wanted to work on, but I still wanted to have the freedom to work on those, which is I make skincare products. You guys, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. Okay. It's too much sometimes. However, I wanted to work on other projects. I wanted to make money, and I genuinely like driving. Okay. I've driven from Chicago to New York. I've driven from Omaha or Chicago to here to Arizona. So I like driving. It was a great source of income. I had a lot of freedom. I mean, I would get up at 4 or 5 in the morning and be at the pool by 11 or 12. And I probably would go out if I wanted to make extra money or if I had like a quota I wanted to meet. So it was just easy money at first. At least the first year or so, it was very, very easy money. I enjoyed it. And so for me, it was the no-brainer because, again, I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. I've always wanted to do other things outside of my 9 to 5, but I was raised to go to school, get your education, do all of that first, get a good job, and then you do your entrepreneurial stuff and or you do that on the side. So even when I was younger, I think my first real business was like an online boutique, and I was still in school. I was in school working maybe a job and a half or two job, not job and a half, but working a job or two jobs. And then I had an online business at the time. So it was just an opportunity for me to really step into my entrepreneurial bag, we'll say, and really just take it serious, and I did. And so being that, you guys, being that I did that, I'm exhausted. Personally, I'm exhausted. I personally would never, I don't say never, I would never say never, but I don't see myself being a full-time entrepreneur. Oh, she said,
Hey, Liz.
hey. I don't see myself being a full-time entrepreneur. Over the last 2 years, I've even said, because I went back to work October 2022, and I just ended up getting a, tech job then or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't see myself doing anything entrepreneurial, a contract full-time. I always see it part-time. It'll be something extra because I'm so exhausted and I got to feel for what it is to be a full-time entrepreneur. You guys forget too, I had drivingwithjazz.com. I was doing online consultations for other gig workers. That was very successful, very nice, but again, very draining. And I feel like I didn't pour into it because I just felt like I feel like I could have done it better, or I could have marketed it more. I don't know. I could have made more money as well, but it's like it's just the passion wasn't there. I want just simple stability. I don't want to be hustling for my money. I want to make sure when I go to work, I know I'm going to be here, and then I get a check, and then whatever I do on the side, it's not something that I live off of. It's something that I'm passionate about, and it's fruitful on its own without me having to be there too much, if that makes any sense.
It does.
So I don't want to be hustling. So because of that, also let's talk about the car. Okay. The wear and tear on your vehicle. And honestly, I don't know if y'all knew that, but I ended up getting another car, a Kia Sportage. And it's just like, I realized when I got that car, I was just like, I really don't want to drive no more. I don't want to drive. I'm tired of people. The money, it just doesn't make any sense as far as like the mileage. Was it the mileage or just what they were offering me, it just didn't make any sense anymore. So when the money was drying up, I was like, yeah, y'all, I don't think I want to do this anymore. It just doesn't make sense, even for extra money. Um, so then now jumping back into a 9 to 5.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Jazz, where did you go?
Hopefully she comes back. Oh, she's coming. Is she?
I think so.
Hmm.
Mm,
Oh no, she's gonna come back.
yeah.
Let's give her a second. Not Brandon, get your boo. Get your boo. Look what Brandon said. She overheated.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. We have a dust warning here in Arizona, so my phone has lost its mind.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's like haboob season or monsoon season where, yeah. Um, but to be swift, jumping back into a 9 to 5, it was hard at first. That's why it took me so long to stop driving, because I just could not, like, it just made no sense to me how it didn't make any sense until it made sense. So for me, it was like, I know I want to work a 9 to 5 because I want to stop driving, but I just compulsively could not. I would get off work at 4 o'clock and I would go drive for a couple hours, or maybe sometime in the morning I'll go do deliveries, like Uber Eats, whatever. It was a part of me for a long time until it was like, the money's just not worth it.
Mm.
It made sense until it didn't. And then it was like, yeah, I'm over it. It just doesn't make any sense. And then I just quit cold turkey, kind of. And I've enjoyed it because now with that free time, I created Gym with Jazz, which is I think the mid 2023, that summer I started to get into fitness and take it serious, or just, get my health together.
Mm-hmm. And I must say, Gym with Jazz actually encouraged me to get up and start moving.
Aww.
So I'm grateful for Gym with Jazz, honestly.
Thank you. And I'm grateful for you, because when we had that talk in not Arizona, in New York, I literally posted, like, when I got back, I said, yeah, she's right. I need to just stop playing around. So yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, y'all, that's it. I'm long. Y'all know I'm long-winded. I do apologize. But I just want to
good.
okay. I just wanted to let y'all know all of that. And also the last thing, as far as health, when it comes to being in the gig economy, if you're not delivering and you're sitting down all day, get up and move around, y'all. Because that's something that I noticed. I gained a lot of weight. I had a time frame when I was doing, this is right during COVID, maybe 2020. I was walking a lot. I actually lost about 30 pounds because I was walking a lot and I was eating salad and go every day. Okay. I was really on my stuff. But after, when I stopped doing deliveries, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sedentary. I gained weight very, very quick, So that's just something else to think about when it comes to the gig economy. The stress, the wear and tear on your vehicle, and then, just your overall health. Are you fine? Are you fine with hustling all day? Is all,
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
And just like Jazz said, like, I'm Jamaican, born in Jamaica, came to the US. I don't think I was ever presented with another option besides going to school, getting your education, and finding a job.
Mm.
And Jamaicans, they want you to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, nurse. Like, they want solid careers. So I don't think that I knew. But at the same time, we work very hard. Like, I didn't know that there were other options out there for me. So when UDM asked me, like, would you quit your job? How could I ever think of something like that? My job, my pension job, my benefits job. No, the thought would never cross my mind, but it's great to see that others are successful. But for me, I'm too afraid to ever consider something like that. But in 2020, the money was so good. With shift, I was making $1,500 a week. 1,500, 1,700. Delivery. Picking up 5 items. Are you kidding me? Instacart, I was getting $200 orders. Y'all saw I was getting $200 to shop. But even then, it was never that tempting for me to give it all up, because I knew it was too much associated with my job to let it go. I remember I met this guy in Brooklyn, and he was working for, I think it was Revolt TV. And he was like, oh, I quit my job to do this. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, it's so much better. But that was in 2019, 2020. here we are in 2025 where can I make 1,500 a week? Then probably. Would I be working for 20 of the 24 hours? Probably. Some
Yeah.
people are still doing it depending on your market. Like you already know New York, probably Chicago, Cali, you're going to make it. But what about the more rural areas where maybe, maybe not? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
definitely I shifted, but just like Jazz said, she would get off work and she'll drive for a few hours. There's no reason for me to keep looking at Shift or whatever and say, I'm going to do this order that's going to pay me $16, but it's something that's within me, right?
Mm-hmm,
Like, oh, I
mm-hmm.
just have to do this because, you know, you're still, like I said, I'm like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. T, have you ever felt like maybe I could quit my job and do this for real full time?
Yeah, and you actually talked me out of it. It's
Let's
so
hear that
funny.
conversation.
I was like, girl, no.
Well, it's funny because I'm not going to say I was in between jobs. I had left one job, went to another. It was in the same industry. But when I transferred jobs, I didn't have insurance. I didn't have any benefits because I was so new. So it's not like I was really giving up anything, in my opinion, at the time. I would be giving up stability, but I was looking at the apps and I was on these apps every single day. And it's like I could wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and I'm seeing something. Oh, I could make $20 to grab one item, take it 2 miles. And it was so constant and the money was so easy. And going to work, I felt like I was trapped because I'm here for 8 hours. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, look at all the money on this app that I could be grabbing, but I'm over here at a regular job. And I was talking to Dimples about it, and she said something along the lines of, it's not going to be forever. It's not going to be like this all of the time. It's good right now because there's a pandemic. There's something going on in the world. And I'm like, I don't know if she know what she's talking about, but I was so tempted. But I said, you know what? She might be right. And I'm glad I listened because there's nothing like having stability, knowing that you're going to receive this income in 2 weeks in comparison to gig work. It's way too inconsistent.
Mhm.
Even recently, like you all have been saying, I never gave it up completely. But at the beginning of this year, it was like the pandemic all over again, where I see some money on the app and I'm like, okay, I'm making some money. I'm doing Amazon Flex again. I'm doing Roadie. But recently, I'm gonna say within the past 2 months, it's been like dry. The orders have been minimal, or they have been paying a ridiculous amount that nobody should be taking these orders. So I've actually taken a step back because I heard that it'll pick back up within like the next month or two. So to see how it can go from, oh, you're making all of this money for like the first 4 months of the year, and then there's like this dead zone or this dead patch, and then it'll pick back up later on at the end of the year. So the ups and downs, I wouldn't be able to do that if I did this full time. No.
Yeah. And I've never liked the term to grind because when you
Mm.
really think about it, to grind is to wear something down. And
Mm.
I don't want to be worn down. And it's good until it's just not good. And that's even with the full-time job. If we're being for real, there's
Hmm.
times where I go to work and I work in healthcare as a nurse, but not doing direct patient care. And there's times where I'm like, my brain is overwhelmed. And I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Like Jazz and I had a conversation regarding nursing pay. And yeah, of course you can make really, really good money. But sometimes you're like, it's not even worth the stress and the aggravation and all the pressure that's coming down on you. I'm good. I don't need it. Um, we like T said, it's good to have that little cushion to know. I know I'm getting paid every 2 weeks. I know that for a fact. I know
Mm-hmm.
that if I open my phone and I see a nursing shift, I know that I'm going to go to that shift, work the 12 hours or work the 8 hours, and as soon as I press clock out, the money is in my account just like that. But
Mm.
you have to just say, this is not gonna last forever. It's all good money. All money is not good money. Um, so then that brings me to what has been coming across my timeline, And it seems that many people who are in the gig economy have hit a rough patch, and they've simply um, fell on begging, really. Let's say begging. Now, I just want to start this off by saying this is not to judge anyone or make any assumptions. I've been watching different channels, and people are saying they're lying. You want to know the channels?
Yeah, because I haven't been really in the mix.
So, one specific channel that I've watched is a guy called Mark the Mentor, and he is, I think he's in the trucking industry, but he speaks about gig economy. He speaks about a lot of different things, but he kind of looks at it from a business point of view, and I like his take on certain things. I've watched Ace the OG, Video Media, and that is formerly DoorDash Dad. We all remember DoorDash Dad. He suddenly came up across my feed. He's been reporting on the current events. A channel called Tina Marie, Pedro, of course, and Melodic Investor. So these are the people that have been, reporting the current events. And I'm going to talk about 3 creators that are on YouTube. Not to talk about them, we're going to remove them and just focus on the situation, but I do have to give a bit of a backstory on them. So there's one girl, I actually saw her video and watched the whole thing. Her name is Ride with Bunny. She's a single mom. Well, I don't know if she's single, but she's a mom. She has 2 kids, and she basically markets herself as a low-income mom. She has videos about her living situation and how she's trying to make money for her family. Recently, she posted a video basically saying how the gig economy has changed, like we all know. And she was, like I was just about to cry just now. She was basically just about to cry in one of her videos. And she's just like, she can't make it. She can't make ends meet. It's hard to pay her bills. She vocalized that because of gig work, she's developed diabetes. She's in need of a new car. She's unable to pay her bills. And it's not fair that her life is the way that it is. And other people have it easier. She was in that mode. I commented on her video and I said, "Oh, I see that you used to clean, used to clean homes." And I said, maybe just consider starting your own cleaning business. Because sometimes, like, you don't know what you don't know. Everybody doesn't think the same. Everybody's not like, oh, let me do this, let me do that. Like Jazz said, jack of all trades. I kind of consider myself, I'm always trying to resolve a problem. So I kind of shot that idea out there to her. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but she too has seen the decline in gig work and the amount of money that she could make. The next creator, his name is Dante London. Now, I don't know these people. I've only known about them for the past 2 weeks. Dante London is married with a child. He apparently was a huge creator. He was very successful on YouTube. I think at one point he was doing Amazon and perhaps some of the other gig platforms. And then suddenly and then he incorporated other things into his channel as well. It wasn't just like gig related. Suddenly his channel kind of took a turn, and he now has to move in with his mother. He can't pay his bills. He was facing eviction, and he was online, I think, pouring his heart out just to let us know about his situation. Again, not here to judge anyone. I've heard things being thrown around like, oh, they're acting, they're lying. That's not up to me to decide. So yeah, that was like the latest. I don't think he's made a video in a while, but that was his backstory. And then there was another creator, which seems to be probably the most talked about at this point, named Dodash. She's a 43-year-old single female who encouraged people to quit their job. But when she said, I think you should quit your job and not work for anyone, I took it as she was encouraging people to look beyond their 9 to 5. I'm not 100% sure that she was downing the 9 to 5, but I think that she felt like there was greater out there, and there is always greater out there, but maybe her message, the delivery was incorrect. She does have products that she sells called Curl Smiler. She also lost a good amount of weight. And then she spoke highly of her revenue or her earnings that she would generate from YouTube, more from YouTube than any gig work, because she did DoorDash. Clearly, she was dashing and doing Uber and whatever. 3 months ago, she did say, "Don't apply for no more jobs." Recently, she has gotten online and she can't pay her rent. She's behind on her rent, behind on her car, behind on her light bill, and she's tearing up. She's asking for help. And one of the creators that I mentioned earlier stated she was dry begging. Again, I don't know if it's an act. I don't know what it is. It's not up to me to decide. It's just what I observed. So we have three people who were once successful in the gig economy or the creator space. And all of these individuals have a substantial following on YouTube. And it seems that, I don't want to say that they were once humble and now have fallen, because again, I don't know them. I've only known of them for the past 2 weeks, but it seems that they have all hit a rough patch. And I think they can get out of that rough patch if they stay diligent, but the internet is completely attacking them or against them in a sense. I'm neutral. Like, I have nothing to say. I'm just saying what's been happening. Side gig said people blew up on YouTube and they spent all their money. DoorDash in particular.
Yes.
He
And
said,
honest,
go ahead, Jazz.
and I'm like, this is where the financial literacy or budgeting or like really taking your finances serious can help. Also, another thing about being a full-time creator or entrepreneur, contractor, whatever you want to call yourself, you have to have multiple streams of income. And even when you do, you really have to have a 6 month, 3 month savings, 6 month savings. You have to really think about these things going forward. Like when I decided I was going to get a job, that year 2022, from like April to and here in Arizona, the summertime gets very like desolate because people come here in the winter, right? So it's the opposite of the summer. People leave, the students are out, so it's not as busy. So once for whatever reason, that summer was the worst summer. I had previous summers, no issue, but that summer was the slowest. I mean, Lyft would give me these incentives and I couldn't even meet them because the rides weren't even there. So for me, once I seen that, I was like, okay, I'm finna start applying for jobs. What did I do? Start applying for jobs instantaneously because I was like, okay, I realized I don't want to hustle no more. I don't want to work at all. So let me do the best thing that I can and go find me a little 9 to 5 and go, and live off of that versus me hustling every day and living off of that money, if that makes any sense. So, but as far as I'm dry bagging, let them dry bag. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a learning lesson for everybody because for someone to go from having this, whatever, what do people say? It's the saying, but basically, let's just say you're poor today or poor, you don't have a lot of money, whatever. If I were to give you millions today, you would still go spend it. So it has to do with spending habits. People are living beyond their means. A lot of people have credit card debt. Another thing that I'm pushing for, and I don't really speak about it, but being debt free. Being debt free. When I tell you, I personally, maybe it's a mortgage. So I don't have a house, but maybe a mortgage in the future, maybe not. I don't know. But really looking at your finances, always paying attention to your finances and combing them through. And even if I go over my budget, I know what I overspent. You know what I'm saying? Or I know where I'm pulling this money from. Maybe I have a sinking fund. Maybe I had extra money allotted to this bill or for this particular situation, or maybe I cancel my gym membership. Whatever it is, I always know where my money is going and coming from and where it's at. So it's a learning lesson for people. For someone to go to, let's just say, making $4,000 a month. I don't know how much she was making before, $4,000 a month, $3,000, $2,000, all the way to $10,000. That's a significant amount of money. She didn't go invest it. She didn't do, for my knowledge. So this we're talking about DoorDash in particular. And it's hard. It's hard for people. It's like, it's an impulse. It has to do with discipline. And what do they say? Money is really a psychological thing. And it's really hard for most of the population, unless you grew up with your parents really instilling investments and we'll say investments and saving. And even if you did, it's more of an impulse thing. So it's difficult. And I've struggled with it. And like I said, when I first started gig work, that really pushed me to be like, okay, if you want to do this, you got to be serious. I'm always in my QuickBooks, always organized. You know, it's hard, but it's doable. So
And I'm not sure if y'all remember, I used to try to squeeze in a little bit of financial education as I was filming the videos. I would say, like, the money that we're making is great, but what are you doing with it? Like, open up a Roth IRA, put some money away, put some money away for taxes. Like, I always tried. I don't know if anyone listened to me, but I did understand the importance of not living beyond your means. And I can say I am debt free besides the house that I have. And I don't want to say I don't stress, but it's like, okay, like I
it
don't,
feels great.
yeah. Like I'm like, oh, if I need money, I'll just make more money. Like it's not a big deal. And I tell the story all the time. I told T the story again for like the 100th time. I am an immigrant, right? I know what it's like to live in a place that doesn't have indoor plumbing. And then you come to the US and you work really, really, really hard. And I remember not having any money. I remember walking outside and picking up pennies. I didn't have no money. Picking up pennies. And whenever I got a good amount of this loose change, I'll never forget, I had to go to school. I was going to City Tech, downtown Brooklyn. I had to get to class, but I didn't have no money for a Metro card. So I gathered up any loose change that I could find. And I remember going to the Coinstar to cash out this loose change. And it was like $5 and some change. And I was able to get a Fun Pass Metro card that was $4. So that would get me to and from school. And then I had that dollar something left to buy a slice of pizza. And that was it. So I know what it is like not to have, and I never want to be back there again because it's not a good place. So this individual in particular, DoorDash, she at one point said she had generated like $21,000 in a month. She made over $100,000 for the year. She then, and it's okay to treat yourself, right? She, and everyone should treat themselves. Let's be clear. She went to a celebrity hairstylist to get her hair done, and that's okay for her to do that. She wants to look and feel pretty. More power to her. But that was not a cheap service. She went to a restaurant that was serving caviar, and people are saying it was $100 and something per little whatever. And she apparently did not manage her money well. So now, just like Side Gig said, people are sending her money. She says she's hustling to raise money. And she's okay with doing that. Like the videos that I've seen, she's like, I don't care. I'm gonna ask. She's gonna put her Cash App out there. Someone in the comments, and it could be her commenting on her own video, but somebody in the comments said that their church raised $1,000 for her. Like even when she lost the weight, she raised money to get skin removal surgery. She's been very successful. So
that's my thing. So let her ask. And my thing is, let her ask, and the people who want to give will give. My only thing is, it was so funny. Something clicked in my head when you said she's raising money. Just say the money's for you, if that's the case. You know, just like she did with her skin removal. If it's for that, hey, say it's for that. If it's for, hey, I want to be able to start a savings or whatever, make sure you're not being a grifter. Like, what's his name? Umar. Make sure you're out here telling people what it's for. Okay.
I love Dr. Umar. He's so funny.
Girl, no.
He is so funny.
That man is.
They say he's supposed to open up a school and there was no school. He's hilarious.
A grifter for sure.
Very entertaining. So yeah, that's where we are with her. Like I said, I don't know that I have an opinion. If that's what she wants to do,
yeah,
and that's what she's gonna do. If people are sending her money, like if I see someone in need and I choose to give them the money, what they do with it is actually none of my business, right? I think it's important, if these individuals are going through something, it's important not to tear them fully down. We don't have to tear anyone down, and not to say that anyone is doing that, but we should be a bit more sensitive. If it's the truth or a lie, we don't know.
You said tear them fully down.
We shouldn't, right?
No, we shouldn't.
You know, if it's the truth or a lie, that's not up to us to figure that out. I saw people floating the idea that there's a mental health component in there, and that is a very sensitive, touchy topic, because If it is, imagine if you are tearing them down and making video after video, and then it breaks them, right? And then if on the other side, this person does something to harm themselves, it's like, damn, could I have contributed to that? You know what I'm saying? Not that you did, but you just never know. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I do want to play another clip from
I can give my response.
oh, my bad. You
Period.
in the dark. I can barely see you. Go ahead.
Well, no, what I was gonna say is, I don't know if these stories are real or fake, but hey Devin, I think it takes a person or people to fall flat on their face to actually learn a certain type of lesson. Because as you all were speaking, I was thinking about how I've been in credit card debt twice.
Mhm.
And I remember the first time I was like, I'm done. I closed all of my accounts. I had about 20 credit cards at the same time, and I was just doing it to see if I would get approved. And I was just spending money on things that I didn't need. And when I graduated college, moved back home, I said, "Yo, okay, I'm gonna start opening up credit cards again." Years later. And I went from one to probably about 14 or 16 again. And at this
Mhm.
point, they were maxed out. I had nothing left. And I didn't learn my lesson until the pandemic came around. Um, I knew somebody who like worked in an industry where I guess they would get information before the public. And I remember he told me to start stocking up on groceries. And here I am living paycheck to paycheck, literally. And I had a credit card that was attached to a grocery store, and I literally had maybe $100 left. And that was a wake up call for me. And I just knew I didn't want to be here again, as in be in that situation where somebody's telling me I need to stock up and I barely have any money.
Mhm.
And that's when the gig work came along, and I just worked so hard to get out of debt. Everything I was making from gig work went straight to credit cards. And it was such a great feeling because it's not only am I paying off debt, but I'm getting this weight off of my shoulders that I've been carrying. And but it took me falling flat on my face, because it's like, wow, this is a huge wake up call. So maybe these people who have to move back home, maybe that's a wake up call where it's like, okay, I was making all of this money on the internet and gig work, and now it's not there anymore. Maybe
Mhm.
they'll do something different going forward. But I don't know. I don't know, but that's all I can say.
So do
And
you
one
go ahead,
oh,
Jazz?
oh, and just one thing, I don't know who, I have a lot of like random quotes in my mind, but they stick with me. It's like I don't want to I don't want to basically come in the middle of what God is going to do in your life type of thing. And I live by that, which is why I'm no longer free with my money. I don't give out money like I used to unless I feel extremely enticed to do so. And not because a person asks, but it's that type of thing where we genuinely, like she just, like T just said, you have to learn the lesson and you have to get to rock bottom. I remember years ago, I had told myself, like, I'm never going to be this broke again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm never gonna be this broke again, because the way that, like, I will say historically, I grew up with credit cards the same way. She's talking about 16 credit cards, same thing, but I got a mixture of credit cards and store cards. I got
Mm-hmm.
Victoria's Secret, Gap, which is Banana Republic, all, listen,
Yeah.
all the things, honey. So yeah, I'm working a job and this and that, but like at the end of the day, all of my money is going back to credit cards. And that was fine for a little while until I grew up and I was like, dang, like, how come I only have money in my 401k? How come I don't have money to stay? And if I have money, it's just like, and then I had to basically rewire my brain to see how I spend money. Why am I spending money so impulsively? And what I realized is, like, for me, it's a dopamine flow. It's enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
I love fashion. I love clothes. I love certain things. But then I realized, like, I just want to be able to do what I want when I want it. So, but honestly, she gonna have to learn the lesson, and that's why I said it's okay, and it's important for us to really meet people with empathy, because one day it could be us. You never know. I watched this guy. His name is Trenches News. It's totally left field. I don't know if you guys watch him, but he's like a Chicago. Um, sorry, y'all. It's monsooning outside. Um, he's a Chicago streamer here on YouTube, and one thing that he always says in the beginning of his video is, Mother Nature can come in and ruin everything. And he'd be like, he's basically saying like, if you have extra of whatever, give it out, because it. Long story short, one day it could truly be you. So, and that's how I approach people. We never know. I could be 80 years old. I've adopted an auntie at the bus stop. Her name is Janice. Every time I see her, she get whatever's in my pocket. Because she's a homeless, she's like 67. And if I would sit here and tell y'all her life story, but it's not my story to tell. But when I tell you, you literally never know what we don't know what tomorrow brings. So because of that, I always approach people with empathy, understanding, and I don't judge them. I don't condemn them. I will make a judgment mentally. But it's that type of thing. So I mean, I'm with T. I'm like, hey, let her bag, let him bag.
Yeah. If I had my way, like I think, I hope others think too. I think I have a good spirit. Like I would help everybody if I could. I probably would be broke helping people. And if I do something for someone, I'm not expecting anything from you. It's because I just wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? And if I can help, I will. Just a short story. At my job, in the cafeteria, there was a young girl, and every time I would go down there, she would just look really, really sad. And one day I said, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I said, "Do you like working here?" And she was like, "Oh, it's okay." And I said, "Well, like, what else would you want to do? If you could do anything, like, what would you want to do?" And she was like, "Oh, I really want to go back to school." I ain't never heard anybody say I want to go back to school, like really with glee. And I was like, "Oh, okay, so what's keeping you from going back?" And she said, "I owe the school money." Now, I've been there. I know owing the money. I said, "Okay, well, how much is it?" And she told me the amount. And I said, "If you could pay that amount, would you go back?" She was like, "Yeah, I want to be a social worker. I've always wanted to do it, but I can't go because of this amount." And the amount wasn't like tens of thousands of dollars. It was literally a few $100s. And I said, "Okay." So I asked her what school she went to, which was like 5 minutes from the job. And I said, "Okay." Got my lunch, went upstairs, called the school because now I need to know if she's lying. Called the school. I said, "Do you have any documentation of this person, what their balance is?" And the person said, "Yes, they owe this small amount." And it really was a small amount.
Oh.
I finished eating my lunch, got in my car, drove to the school, paid for her balance, came back to the job, went back to the cafeteria, handed her the receipt. And I said, "Now you don't have to, like, you could go back. If you really want to go back, you could go back to school." And the girl almost started crying. I said, "I don't have time to cry," because I'll be crying, y'all. I'll be crying.
Yes.
We are not doing this.
You said we about to open the floodgates and you start crying.
I cry like that. Like, it's actually really something ain't right. I cried the other day. I cried the other day, but whatever. So I was just like, "Listen, if you need anything, you let me know." Like, why would she lie and say, "I want to do this and I can't do it"? It's not like she's like, "Oh, I want to go on a vacation." No, the girl just wants to go back to school. So I say all that to say, like, I'll help you if you really want to do something. If I had money, I probably would give a lot of it away, because we all face hard times. Like, and you face the hard time, you'll never forget it. I would never forget picking up them pennies off the Brooklyn streets.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And going to the Coin Star to get $5 and some change. Like, come on now. But some of the stories are quite fabricated on the internet, and you don't know who to actually believe, right? Like, but then is it up to us to make that determination?
No. And when I was younger, I grew up in Chicago. We had a lot of crackheads everywhere. Like, I'm talking about
Hey,
crackheads.
Joe.
Hey.
I love Joe.
Oh my God, Just Joe, how are you? We had like so many just drug addicted people, and one thing that I learned then, it was just like, give them your money or not, but you're not in control of whatever they do. If they go get drugs, that's your business. I mean, that's their business. As long as you did your part, and I always felt good about giving. So I learned then, just like whatever they do, I did it from the heart.
Oh, Mario. Hey, Mario.
Hey.
Hey.
And I wanted to, I don't want to skip.
Hey.
I'm trying to show everybody's comments, so don't think that I'm seeing them. We're seeing them. Just to put on the screen.
It's Kurt Harlison. Yes.
Yes, but yeah, we can't. I don't know. Just like you said, we have to have. There's sympathy and there's definitely empathy to put yourself in that person's shoes and say, yeah, I know what this could feel like, right? Or I know what it does feel like because I've been there, and you hope for the best. So any advice for any of these individuals that I mentioned for a ride with Bunny, Dodash, Dante? Do we think that they're just dry begging? Do we think that they'll be successful in getting all that they're begging for? What
Hell
advice?
yeah. I say this all the time. If all of my subscribers or followers gave me $1, I'd be good with that. I only got like 4K, y'all. On YouTube, 1,000 on one page and 2,000. Listen, I know Mario. Me and Mario actually went to the same high school. I think he's like a year older than me, but we went to
Really?
the same. Yes, we went to South Shore. I think he was school. You was School of Technology or School of the Arts, Mario? I forget. But
Wow.
yeah, that was so funny. But yeah, um, listen, somebody is giving to them the same way that Umar is charging $500 for a date. I'm sorry to bring him up again. He's such a good reference. Like somebody is giving DoorDash money, and that's why I don't feel enticed. And also, again, this is not her being downtrodden, baby. You didn't have 50K in your pocket in the last 4 months. Why? It's not even why. It's just like again a learning lesson. I'm not giving to nobody who had ample. It's not even. I don't know. I can come up with so many scenarios, but I will say for her, it's a different vibe. It's not like she came on the internet randomly and said, "Oh, me and my kids." And if it's just you and you came across 50K in the last 6 months, and we have more than that actually, and there's nothing to show for it, I'm not giving you my money just because I feel like that's a lesson you need to learn for real.
Right.
For real, like.
So Sygig said it's a plan, not the plan I would choose, but they are not lying or stealing as far as I know.
Yeah.
Mario answered you.
Entrepreneurship. My bad. See, he went to the school. Listen, the School of Entrepreneurship. And I really used to love their school, but I was an artsy little creative person. So I wanted to do like dance, drama, piano, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, anyway, sorry. But yeah, that's insane. And I need to go watch her channel because I am subscribed to her, but I haven't watched in a while. But I genuinely liked her videos and
I've
how
never heard of her. I swear to you, never.
really.
Ever.
Girl, I was commenting, I think when I first found out about her in November or something like that, because she was just blowing up and she was so just positive. And I love that. I love anybody. There's another person, sorry to bring them up, but her name is y'all heard of Donna Briggs.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I mess with her. I like her. I am the chew the meat, spit out the bones. I'm the epitome of that. So even if you can't sometimes look at the messenger, you got to just get the message.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm
do
that type of
you
person.
think that giving them money is enabling?
To an extent.
Yeah.
I think it's a case by case basis. I would bring up some personal scenarios, but I would have to talk about my family, and I'm not going to do that right now.
Don't do
But
that.
I will say, I could look at one person who works multiple jobs, like let's say like a Dimples. If Dimples needed something, I would give it to her because I know what type of hustler she is. I know that she grinds, and so if she's coming to me needs some money, she needs it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Case
In
by
com-
case basis. Case by case.
yeah. In comparison to somebody else where it's like, okay, they may or may not go to work, always complaining. You never really see them accomplishing anything they set their mind to do. They're more so taking like the lackadaisical approach. I don't think I could help you, even if you need it. I'm sorry, you gotta find a way to get it.
And
So
one thing that I think about myself is like I'm gonna find it. I always got it. I don't care. I'm gonna find it. So I think about myself, unless you're disabled or something of the sort. If you don't have any kids, you don't have anything weighing you down. This is why it's a case by case basis. But I always think about myself. How am I getting it out of the mud always, or doing whatever? And I think about the dichotomy of a person that's literally getting on the internet begging sometime. Like,
Mhm.
but if it's a trend, I really think that people are genuinely hurting because the views, the summertime is ending. People are outside. People are not watching the internet for real. People are living their life. So I think it's a real thing for sure.
Mhm.
You know. So,
Joe said that her lies have been exposed by another old fellow gig worker, and I know who that person is because they making videos, honey.
okay, who is
And
that?
see,
Somebody give us the tea. I don't know. Cause I like her. So I'm like, I ain't never talked to the lady, but I comment. But I
well,
don't know her. So I'm just like, what's the, you know?
well, I just want to piggyback on something you said real quick before Dimples exposed the lies. When it comes to people asking for money on the internet, I do think that it is a trend. And it
Mm.
works so well because, I'm a sucker for a good story. It's not to say that I'm gonna give you my money, but if I'm a sucker for a good story, imagine how many other people are suckers for it. And they're like, you know what, let me open up my wallet. And Dimples, I'm not calling you a sucker for what you did for that girl.
Oh,
But
even if you
you
did, I'll be okay.
no, no, because that seemed to be, well, I know it was genuine on your part, and it seemed like it was the right thing to
And
do.
she's still in school, as a side note, doing very well.
And
About
I
to.
was gonna say with that though, even if I wasn't in school, you doing something like that, I would have got back in school for real. Okay, just saying. I'm just for real. Hey,
So imagine the people that are not struggling and they see somebody else struggling, like, oh, I'm a single mom, I got X amount of kids, and the fathers are not helping, and I'm doing my best, and I'm doing DoorDash every day and Uber, and it's not enough money. Imagine the storytelling that they possess, and add some emotion in there. There go the money. So it works. And I'm not saying that everybody that does it is doing it because it's a trend,
yeah.
but it's some like, and let me kind of venture off and come right back. There's this show called Kendra G.
Oh, I
And
like Kendra G.
I
yeah,
was on
but
Kendra G, y'all.
You were not.
This is a what? Twice, baby. Don't worry about it.
I
Send
saw
me
you on
clip.
there. I did
Send
see
me
you on
the
there.
clip.
You did? Like,
I
which
did.
one? Which one you seen, T?
This is the one where you came back for the update.
Oh, baby, they was framing the comments. Don't worry about it.
Please,
Yeah,
I'm begging you
yeah.
to
It was
send
fine.
me the
We'll come
clip.
back to that.
I
Oh,
But
can't find it. T is sending it to you. I'm so traumatized.
oh,
I
I
don't know.
need to
Anyway.
know. I
and
need to know.
yeah. So watching that show, at one point somebody would call in with, whatever story they had. And Kendra would give them money. Like, oh, I feel so bad for this person. I'm gonna cash up you some money. Boom, I cash up them $300. And then it seemed like people would call in with a purposeful sad story to
Hmm.
get Kendra to cash app them. And then it got to a point where the people in the comments would be like, "Nah, Kendra, don't send this person no money. They calling just for money. I could tell she would do it anyway." And
Hmm.
then I think it dawned on her at one point, like, people calling into my show on purpose with a sad story to get me to cash app. So she had stopped cash apping for the longest.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And you really didn't hear any more sad stories.
All
So
right.
I'm saying this to say that people that come up with these stories on the internet, whether they're true or not, it pulls on the heartstrings of people that like to give. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
it
that's true.
works.
Well, with this individual, Doe Dash, from what one of our fellow YouTubers has stated, and has been is truly investigative journalism. Um, you can he has said that some of her screenshots are doctored. You can see that it's played around. This piece is cut off and whatever.
Hmm.
And then he really pays attention to her stories, and he compares, well, you said this yesterday and today you're saying this. You said you had 3,000 orders and you didn't ship them out, and that you generated $20,000. And then now the next video you're saying I'm struggling to ship out the order. So what is it? So
Right. Where's
uh,
the money, honey?
where is the money? Where is the money for real? Where is
Where's
it?
it going? Yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Mario said if you don't have a good story and it's not back up with some good proof, you not getting crap from me. Then again, I see people I know that might need help and keep going because they lie.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I
Thank
think
you.
I'm a sucker. I'm a
No,
simple.
you're not. You just have a
Mm.
good heart, and you like, hey, if you got it to give, hey, you give.
Yeah.
But you can't listen. I'm what they say. It's strict over here. Because
Girl.
I got to admit, I had 2 people in the last 2 weeks call me for XYZ, and I'm just like, I ain't got it. But I don't because I didn't budget for it. So I don't have it. Sorry to say. If I had it, maybe, but yeah,
And
you
just
know.
like you said earlier, if you can get it out the mud, why can't you? Because, I think about my life and I've always known that all I had was me. I don't have
Mhm.
anybody to go to
Mhm.
get anything. Now, as I've gotten older, I could think of like two people, maybe
Yeah.
three.
I better be
That
one of those people.
well, that's why I said you'll be the third person, right? But I always knew that it was just gonna be me. I look at some of my relatives and it's like I can't go to none of them if I ever fall on hard times. So it's like I had to take care of business.
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
like if I can do it, how come the rest of y'all can't? I have to figure it out because I ain't got nobody.
And I think
But
that's something I struggle with because I think if I can, so can you.
Yep.
If I did, you can too. And these are conversations I have with my therapist. Like, they probably can't. Maybe they don't know that they can. Maybe we
Mm.
phrase it that way. I remember I used to work at Old Navy, and one of my coworkers, single mom, 3 kids, living in low income. Like, yo, it wasn't the prettiest life, but she was such a good mother. Like, she would take from herself to give to her kids, and her kids were smart, like honor roll, polite, very, very
Mhm.
good kids. And she was on every form of assistance known to man. And
Mhm.
tax time come around, people rich, tax time,
Mhm.
and they buying TVs or they're just spending. And this woman, I always talk about her because she really was like the perfect mom, in my opinion. She would take her tax money and she'll pay her rent for 6 months.
Mm.
Smart woman. Amen.
Smart, like smart. And then she'll buy her kids clothes. She'll make sure that the kids always look good. Never have I seen those kids not look good. Like,
Mhm.
really, really went above and beyond. And one day she came to me and I could tell she wanted to ask me something, but it wasn't getting out. I was like, okay, just tell me. She's like, oh, I haven't got my stamps yet. And I was just wondering if I could have some money to get the kids some food. When I say
No brainer.
I didn't think twice. I turned around like this. I said, "How much you need?" and ended up giving her the money because
Aw.
this is for food.
Yeah,
Like,
that's serious.
and she was so afraid to ask, and I've known her for years. And I'm like, she would never, just like T said, if I come to her because I need something, I need this thing. And this
Mhm.
lady was the same. I was like, yeah, she's not going to tell me she needs food. Seriously? So I
Yeah.
ended up giving her the money. And on her break, she went to the grocery store because it was in the mall, but down the block. And she was like, oh, she came back with the bags and she's like, oh, I got chicken for this price. I said, you don't have to tell me what you got. I don't care what you got. If it was on sale, wasn't on sale. Listen, it is what it is. And she made sure to let me know, like, I'm gonna pay you back. And I never had an issue getting my money back from this lady, like,
Oh.
because she needed it. Like,
Yeah.
I know her as a person. I knew she had to have hit a real rocky patch if the
Mhm.
stamps didn't come in. She had to feed her kids. Of course, I'm gonna give you the money. And she never had to pay me back because I was never gonna ask for it back. But
Mhm.
sometimes we kind of have to look beyond. It could have been a lie, but why would she lie to me? And even if she did, that's
Mhm.
not my business.
Yeah.
And these individuals, I hope they can get out of whatever rut they're in
Yeah.
and not get back into it.
And
But
that's tough though, especially when you're a full-time. I'm assuming these people are full-time content creators, and that's what you're depending on. And it's like, even if you make a video every day, doesn't mean you're gonna make money or
you
as
ain't
much
gonna
as you
make
were
it right
making.
away.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a full month to get to you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not every 2 weeks. And in the first clip that I played, it was like basically you need to change your mindset and be a boss type of thing. I'm okay with being an employee. Like,
Me too.
I'm good. I'm
Me
good.
too.
call me what you want, but I'm okay. And I thank God that I'm in an industry where I can find a job. I will find a job. I could find a job tomorrow if I wanted to. T could find a job if she wanted to tomorrow. Jazz could find a job tomorrow. So I'm grateful
Yeah,
for that.
that's a blessing. Yes.
But you can't shame me into working my regular job. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because we do
Yeah.
have to think about some like form of stability, and nothing is truly stable. Even if you own your own business, nothing is really guaranteed.
Okay.
But you know, we all try our best.
Let somebody sue you. Oh, it's over with.
Remember Martin? I ain't got the 5. I ain't got the 5. So is there anything else you ladies want to add to the topic of conversation?
Um.
Oh, here goes. Oh, hey, Chris.
Hey.
Yes, we
Remember
are talking
him?
about Dante and Zodash and someone else called Ride with Bunny.
No, just like learn from them, y'all. Learn from them. And try not to judge people, y'all. You know, we don't know. But I do want to the receipts. Oh, you was about to expose something. Okay.
It's not really an exposure. I
The
mean, from
exposure.
what Syndicate Video Media, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the name of the channel, aka what was the name?
DoorDash Dad.
DoorDash Dad. You can definitely go to his channel. He has
Okay.
really done in-depth investigative journalism, in my opinion, and he reports often on comparing the stories that she tells from day to day and the antics, the screenshots. And I don't know her. I'm telling you, I've only known of this girl for the past 2 weeks, and even then, I'm not watching the videos like this. Whatever comes across the feed, then I'll like glance at it here and there. So I really don't know. I can't
Okay.
speak 1,000%, but from what I've seen, the screenshots and the videos, maybe the stories might be fabricated.
I'm adding it to my queue. I just added it to my queue. So
You found a video already?
I think the only thing I would say is they can, if some of these stories are true, they can always profit from whatever pain they're going through. So whoever moved back into their parents' home,
Add that
make
one,
that
Jazz.
into
Jeff Watts.
turn that into content. Like, hey, I got to move back in with family because things are hard, the gigs are not doing what they need to do, and document you trying to come out on the other end. So if you're already monetized, keep going.
yeah.
And you know the internet love a sad story.
Love us.
They love a negative, sad story. Okay, they love it.
My
Yes.
lowest videos is me trying to talk about something else encouraging. Let me hit a rough patch. All of a sudden it's like views, views, views. So I guess, yeah, capitalize off the moment.
Yes. Yes.
And I hope that they bounce back. I do. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the suck though, honestly. It's annoying. Every day I want to be able to sleep properly, knowing, especially if I'm full-time content creator. Listen.
And it's not easy to be a content creator.
It's not.
Chris said the funny part, Derek getting more views than DoorDash.
Derek who?
And he says it too. What's the name again?
DoorDash Dad.
DoorDash Dad. Why can't I remember it?
Oh, he's
Makes a
getting
video every day, maybe several times a day. He's on it. He's reporting for sure. I'm not sure if they had a run-in. I'm not sure,
Or if his persona is just like to rag on her because he's getting views. Because how do you find out these things that we all don't know? Even if you told me she logged into the app and did DoorDash for the last 3 months, what is that? Listen, before I speak, let me go watch and then I'll be back. I'll be back
He
another
is
time.
quite successful on his. I don't know. Again, I was in nursing school. I tell you, I erased as much as I could to focus on finishing nursing school. So I don't know what was the talk. I really have no clue. So I know he has a successful, maybe a few channels that are successful, and shout out to him for doing that. And I think he too has made the transition. He has a story that he'll tell you. He's made the transition to be a full-time content creator and is successful at it. I want everybody to be successful. And like I said, shout out to him. And I think this channel that he's reporting on is in its earlier stages, so he's building it up. And
Okay.
a hot topic like this will gain him viewership and
Okay.
subscribers. Chris said she's been scamming for a long time now.
I'm about to go watch y'all. This is
Yeah,
interesting.
I don't know.
See, it's funny because I came across her channel randomly. And it really wasn't related to gig work. Like one of
At
the
all.
videos were like, if you're attractive, get on YouTube now. If you're over 50, get on YouTube. Those were her
Mhm.
videos that I came across. So I don't and I only watched maybe 3 or 4. And then
Mhm.
now it's like, oh, she's a scammer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I haven't seen those were like the only videos I ever watched. And I was like, okay, don't recommend because I don't need to see these videos.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
this is his other channel, sports related.
mm.
Lion Syndicate.
I don't know. I
Oh,
couldn't judge.
Detroit Lions. Oh,
Clearly
that's probably
remember
it.
his-
Yeah.
Clearly, I can't remember his original name. I'm like, what is it again? And that's not shade, but my brain cells right now burnt
Yeah.
out.
It's only because I'm looking at the screen on my iPad.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a video, full-time YouTuber unlocked. I'm officially 100% a YouTuber. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm just interested, honestly, just to see what people are doing. And then honestly, being creating every day is exhausting, y'all. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
See,
It's
I
so
loved it
hard.
though. I when I was doing gig work, I loved it because it gave it's like I always had something to record and talk about. But
Mm-hmm.
because it was so slow, I just kind of was like, okay, I'm not interested because I don't have anything to kind of keep me going. But
Those
I
are the
loved
channels
it.
I love. I love. Let me tell you, there's a lady I watch in Long Island. Her name is Michelle. I've been watching her for like 6 years now. She don't be really talking about nothing. I tune in every video. I never skip a video. There's another girl, a woman. Her name is. I wrote it down. Quinn's World. I
Mm-hmm.
love watching her videos. She gets out. She quit her full-time job. She's doing Spark and all the other little apps here and there, but primarily Spark. She's so encouraging, like so positive. I never skip a video. I make sure I play every single video. I'll play it in the background just so she can get the view. So you don't have to really talk about anything, and I'll sit there like this, fully engaged.
Especially these days. Yeah, you ain't gotta talk about much.
And I think with me, like Jazz, shout out to Jazz. Her editing skills, top tier.
Impeccable.
Thank
Like you're
Thank you.
My editing skills, subpar. Hers, she's
yeah.
above and beyond. Okay, 1,000%.
Yeah.
And
I'm exhausted.
it's taxing on her, even though she's good at it. T loves to film and do all these things. I'm like, what am I gonna talk about? What am I gonna watch? Nobody cares.
But you're so organized. Even like you hosting us today is amazing. I'm like, damn, how's she so structured? I'm so fucking so random. I got 12 thoughts at a time. I'm always high energy. I'm like, I wish I could just be calm. But I
Yes.
can't. You see, so you host
I
very,
was like,
very
I
well.
have two
Very well.
cards. When I said
It's
that
still
earlier,
you're
it
like a
looked at me
talk
like-
show host. Like
Yeah.
like a real host.
I would have made sure we
Please.
the topics. I'm like, oh, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about that. Let me make sure nobody cares.
You always have good questions. Like you girl, start a podcast.
Let me.
And I will listen too.
Me, nobody.
Go ahead
You
and get
have-
on that Shopify or yeah.
You have the voice, you have the vernacular, you have all of that. Like cut it out.
Organization, the intellect, everything.
The great
Girl.
questions.
What else?
Come on,
Saying
Wendy
about 6
Williams.
different
This is
things.
Wendy Williams. Come on.
How you doing?
Exactly. No, seriously. What is it? Spotify. Just record with that little mic and be hey. For real, I'll listen.
I have time now.
Oh.
Like I have time now. Your girl is a registered nurse. She don't gotta study no more.
Amen.
I have time now.
Let's a round of applause, y'all, for Dimples. Okay. She's the RA honey. That's a lot of work.
Yes. So
For real.
you're gonna see me more on your screen. It's not gonna be about gig work because my life is transitioned a bit, but hopefully people tune in because they be quick to unsubscribe. Joe said she was asking for money. He's referring to DoorDash. She was asking for money for her light bill, car note, etc. Then next say she's ordering lasagna from an Italian restaurant, going to Target to pick out wine.
Okay, I have something to say about that. So, I mean, I don't have really much to say, but kind of, it's like we can't. Maybe that's her standard of living. Should she not order?
She needs to lower it if she's struggling.
Okay. That's it.
So what you want her
Okay.
to do? Get a Marie Callender's lasagna?
I guess, I don't know. She said she was going to pick it up, didn't she? I don't know. That's why it's like, listen, how can I say? That's why it's kind of hard for people to like give out money too, because it'd be like, I'll be looking at you like, did you just ask me money? And I'm over here sacrificing for you. And believe me, even if I have it, it's still a sacrifice because it's coming from somewhere, right? But we're talking. I need to put a boundary on what I'm speaking on. But let's just say I had a family member recently call me for some bread. But even before then, he didn't want to work a job. He didn't want to do this. And I'm saying, like, I'm over here driving Uber and Lyft. You don't want to work a job driving because you don't want to drive. But you rather just call me and act like you what? So I'm so, how can I say? And the one thing I think the way my brain functions is that every person in my life who has ever asked me for money or at least to borrow money too, they've been in a situation where they can make money, but they just choose not to. Mm-hmm. So it's the same way with her ordering lasagna. I don't know, should she order Burger King? I don't know. But it's like, I'm looking at you like, you could do something. That's all.
I just wouldn't announce it. If I'm really struggling and people have been sending me money, I'll go do it and just not announce it. Or again, just kind of downsize. Not so much go from a fancy Italian restaurant to Burger King, but maybe something in between, like an Applebee's.
Okay.
Fridays.
If she's sharing her real life and it included getting lasagna and picking out one, should she omit that?
Yeah. Is this Mark right here? Is that Mark?
This is Mark. Mark said, and shout out to Mark too. Mark is
Mark.
Yes. Mark said, do a DoorDash live commentary video. She's definitely scamming.
Oh my God. Okay, so she's after 12 people came up here and said she was scamming. The girl must be scamming. Okay, because I gotta watch. Because now I'm going to psychoanalyze her and be like, look, what's going on?
I ain't got nothing to say. I don't know what she's doing. I have no comment. Chris said, I love Meaty Mama, and I do too. I just want to shout out some of the channels that I have been watching. There's a gentleman named Dashing Trader. And shout out to him. It's him, I think it's his wife. They have children, and he dashes. He was doing Spark. I think he was deactivated not too long ago. And I watched a video of his, and he was like, dashing so I don't get evicted. So I'm like, dang, of course, the drama pull you in. So I was like, damn, he's about to get evicted. No, he had already paid his rent up until September. We still in August. He's like, I'm dashing to pay for October, November, December. And I said,
man, we love that.
Respect it. I have to respect this man because you know that meme where the guy's like, I him. T said, Joe said, is your channel going forever, T?
Forever and ever. Yeah.
She gonna come back, guys.
Right. What the hell?
Mike said, look, you got people asking for you.
You know what, Mike? I text you and I never got a response a couple years ago. So I don't really have nothing to say to him.
300 weeks ago.
Mike. I don't know about Mike. I know about Brandon.
Okay, y'all, T got him lined up. Don't listen. She a player from the Himalayas. Okay.
For real. Mike. Hi,
He
Mike.
said he misses your videos.
Oh, I'll bring something back. I don't know what.
Yeah, didn't you have like a finance channel I'm subscribed to? I can't remember the name. You still doing that or no?
Now I gotta send T $10 because Mike is saying come back. Are you gonna come back?
You can keep it as a part of your birthday gift.
He said my birthday gift is in Detroit. Speaking of, technically, I should have been in Detroit last weekend. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
I'm waiting to see.
I told her she could come, but She wanted me to call off of work, and I'm just like, girl.
I did not say that. I did not say that at all. Don't let her scam y'all because I did not say that.
Oh
Mario
goodness.
said Dimples needs to be to do a
See,
podcast.
see,
Exactly.
Nobody will listen, I promise you.
I will.
Mel and Ken said we used to watch Twin before gig work, Jazz while working, and Dimples after. Because remember, I said you look. I really think you guys look alike for sure.
Who?
You and Mel.
Oh, I
Okay.
remember. Okay,
Hold
okay.
on. Let me get through the comments because I saw that, Mike. Let me see. Hold
Yeah,
on.
okay. Get to the comments,
Okay,
sister.
hold on. Driving with Chris said, Jazz, is that the downtown of Phoenix light on your background?
No, I live in I live in Scottsdale, y'all now.
Hmm.
It's fucking boring out here. I'm about to move back to Biltmore soon.
I might be moving to Arizona.
Yeah,
That's another story for another time.
you guys, but then she may be a little bit far, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Come this way, my sister.
We'll see. We'll see what
Mm.
Come
happens.
this way.
Joe said, congrats, Dimples. My best friend is an RN, and I know how hard the journey was. Thank you so much. The journey is the journey. It's rough. Thank God it's over. Thank you. I guess it's Soapers. Nothing comes closer to home.
Really?
Chris said DoorDash is a fraud, man, all the way, blowing up 30 grand in 6 months. See, I don't know the real backstory like that. Like Jazz,
Yeah.
I really have to dig. Do I want to dig in though?
You ain't even got to. The video say listen, the girl was going ham and I thought it was amazing. I was so happy for her because it's such a win to come up on. If I came up on 10K right now, I would just sit on it and invest it. I wouldn't even do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. It's like, oh my God. Anyway.
Joe said, if you're struggling to pay a bill, you could eat PB&J for dinner with tap water. No ordering from a restaurant and getting a bottle of wine. Honestly, Dave Ramsey said eat beans and rice.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be constipated, but you better eat it.
Mm-hmm. Drink a lot of
Drink
water,
water.
man. Mm-hmm.
Dimple, she turned the DoorDash and Uber apps on, so we felt sorry, but she don't do any order. That's true. I haven't seen her do an order.
While she talk all her BS lies.
I haven't. There was one video I saw. I think she was going to Walmart. She forgot her wallet. Then she went home to get the wallet, but when she got home, the wallet was in the car. She went into Walmart, and then the video was over. I said, "Oh, okay."
Mm.
They ain't say much though. Mike said, I don't have the same number. I thought you disappeared. Maybe you didn't have my number.
Michael, this was the same number we have been texting on and calling on for the longest. And one day I had texted you, you didn't respond, and then I think I'll text you the next day or the day after, and I said, "Is everything okay?" Never heard nothing back, so I said, "Okay, well maybe he got him a woman or something," and that was that.
Okay. Because that'd be the only reason. Well, don't get me started because that don't even matter sometimes to them folks. But I digress. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Mike.
Chris said, he joking around.
I could pull up the message. Come
All
back.
I
right,
don't know
Mike.
about this relationship. I can't wait to hear more. I don't remember Mike. This is for you.
As he cash apps you $200, please. I mean, she said I should remember you.
You gotta send me that one.
No, I remember the name, but I don't remember their love story. I remember him as a subscriber.
Remember I was doing videos and I would say something like at the end of my video, if y'all feel bad for me, like I didn't make my goal, here's
So you
my
was
cash
dry
app.
begging too. So you were DoorDash before DoorDash.
But
Okay.
wait, but I wasn't asking for bills. It would just be I didn't meet my goal for the day. So then Michael would cash at me. And then I get on my video the next day, like Michael sent me $50. And he kept sending me $50 like every day. And then everybody in the comments was like, "Oh, T, you might want to be careful. Like, we don't know who this Michael is." And yeah, I'm surprised you don't remember that.
I don't remember
I remember that.
I remember him as a subscriber, but not their. I didn't know they was texting offline. You knew that?
I don't know.
No. I remember him sending her money for something or because she didn't meet her quota, something like that.
Yeah.
But Mike is throwing $20 at T too. He said, "Congrats on your RN and for you bringing T to the stream." Okay.
You know what? He just sent you your birthday money. Like, I mean, did you see that amount?
What does that have to
We
do?
at 120 now, y'all.
What that got to do with you giving me my birthday gift?
Michael, send it
You
to
know
my
them
cash app.
Capricorns, they cheap, y'all.
How
Look
you
at
know I'm a
T
Capricorn?
does not
I remember that. I
care.
remember. I don't miss signs.
T does not care about her subscribers. Look at what
Wait, Mel,
did.
Mel, I remember the name, but I forgot about the twin situation. My bad.
Mario said, "Oh, I'm gonna let Dimples catch up with her things."
How far am I? Hold on.
Somebody,
Okay.
somebody put my cash out. How do?
You have to change
Okay.
your name. Can I change your name? Okay. What is the cat now? Look at me contributing to this.
To the
What
dry bag and go ahead, girl. One thing
Oh
about
wait,
it, closed
I
mouth don't get
can't.
fed.
I don't know if I no disregard because I no.
Disregard. Okay.
Michael said, "Congrats on your RN and bringing T to the stream." T, defend yourself now, said Chris. Mario. Wait, Mike, throwing money.
Period.
Mike said, "I'm very forgetful." I didn't forget you. I don't remember the romance.
Wait,
I remember Brandon.
Mike, what? Ask Mike. Y'all, Mike, what's your birthday?
no,
Mike
wait.
coming at you.
Let me see if I can
He
find the
knows that was
last
her boo.
message.
Exactly.
Did I delete? When was the last time I texted him?
What y'all used to talk about?
Woo, there you go. Now we are 170, y'all.
Oh, God. Thank you, Mike.
Mike, what did I just say? I mean, she's
You
my
just said, "Oh,
friend.
forget about it. Forget about it."
I didn't
That's
know
what
he
you
was.
said.
I didn't know he was gonna keep doing this all night.
I'm not like Dodash or
But
Dante.
y'all know, y'all. First of all, she's not like DoorDash, but Dimples deserves it, you guys. She's such an angel, like honestly. So to be honest, yeah, it's okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Even if it's to win T back, what Mike is doing. So what y'all used to talk about?
Yeah,
Controversies.
you like
Michael,
Aquarius?
I'm trying to find the message. Michael, what was the first three numbers of the first? What was your area code at that time?
And notice how she's calling him Michael.
Mm-hmm. Nice, Michael.
Melinken said, "What is your sign?" I am a Leo, and so is Jazz. We have the same birthday.
Yes, exact same birthday, August 11th. Ain't that crazy?
I know.
That is
That's
very
insane.
crazy.
That's insane.
Mike says, "Since you retired, T, Dimples on Demand is my fave." Great. Thank you. I just never go on YouTube no more. So what made you come to this video now? I'm curious.
Was it the internet promo?
Oh, it's Side Gig's birthday. She's a Leo as well.
Oh, when's her birthday? The 14th?
I thought it
17th,
was
14th?
the
Happy belated birthday.
Yes. Happy
Side Gig
belated
the
birthday,
9th.
Side Gig.
I think it's the 9th. I want to say the 9th or the 10th. One of
He
them.
said I accidentally seen y'all streaming.
Oh.
You know what's crazy? Michael found me. Okay. He found me on this TikTok that I was creating that I haven't really done much with. And he was like, it sounds like a familiar voice.
August 3rd.
Yes, August 3rd is Side Gig's birthday. Happy belated birthday, Side Gig.
Belated Leo sister.
Yes.
And I told you, as I almost burst into tears, Side Gig always checks on me. Tell me. Yep.
Wait, what did he say it was 480?
209
No, the old one.
734.
I'm trying to. Okay, I think this is it. Yep.
He said, "Hunty, I found you on MySpace and later on eHarmony."
Michael, I found the text message thread.
Can you read a snippet?
Yes. This is from July 1st, 2023. I said had to be up early today for work. I didn't get a response. July 2nd, 2023. I said, we can talk tonight when I get off or possibly on my lunch break. No response. September 1st, 2023. I said, is everything okay? No response.
Mike, you need to throw some more money. That's all I can say, brother. So, Mike, what happened?
So I guess he got a new number.
Share the call-in link. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that. That's so fun. I thought you were gonna do that. I forgot. He said, if I don't question if you text, I thought I gave everyone the new number. Oops. Oh, I
You
don't know.
gave it to all the other women except me.
I also had 3 other clips that I wanted to cover, but maybe we veered off from the topic.
No, go ahead.
But I need to hear Mike's story. Okay, let's play the 3 clips. My mom, my sister. I need to hear from Mike. But really quickly, let me play these 3 clips and then we'll wrap up the dry begging portion of the show.
Okay, he can actually follow me on Instagram, Mike. How about that? I'm gonna put it in my name. But go ahead with your clips.
Okay. This is from Mark the Mentor.
If you're not a business person, you wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't know how to articulate it the way that I can articulate it, and then be able to substantiate what you're saying with facts like I can do it because I understand business. Why would an individual think that for the rest of their time on this earth, they'd be able to build this business and sustain the cost of living on a gig app? Impossible. You don't control it. You turn the app on, you wait. They send you something. If they want to send you something, there's a bunch of other competition. There's other people in this cesspool that are waiting on shit to come through. You can't control the pricing. You own a business, I own a moving company, I can set my prices. You either take it or you leave it. They send you something, yo, I need you to go here, pick this up, take it there, this is the price. You can take it or leave it, but here, there's a metric system that if you refuse so much, your acceptance rate goes down and you risk yourself of being terminated off the app. How can you build a business on something that you can be terminated? How can you build a business and sustain the cost of living when you can't control the rates? If an overabundance of competition comes into my market, let's say in moving, there's things that I can do in marketing to ensure that I still meet whatever quota that I need to meet as far as inbound customers, customer acquisition on a weekly basis. I can lower my price. I can spend more marketing dollars. I can increase my budget for marketing. You can't do that with a gig app.
Okay, that was the one clip. What are any thoughts, ladies, before I go to the next one?
Yeah. Side Gig just had a great comment. It said a gig app is not your business, it's a tool in your tool belt. And I agree with that. Also, it's all about what you do with your money. I mean, what can you do with the money from gig working or any other source of income? So, yeah.
Okay. The next one. And I think a lot of people are like, oh, I work for myself. Yes, there is a level of freedom that comes with it, but you are ultimately bound to this app.
Yeah.
That's all who matters. You can't control it. So why continuously promote this fuck shit about not wanting to go to work and live like a fucking Viking off a gig app instead of taking your ass to work and using the gig apps to supplement your income? I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Who is that?
His name
People
is
that
Mark
work
the
gig
Mentor.
apps all day long, you make less money than a person who goes and works a job.
They just get up here and just
No,
love tech
I'll
because we
say
don't
it.
watch it.
I'll actually even drop the link. If you are a goddamn it stone cold, true to heart gigger and you just fuming right now and you want to come up and explain to me how, I'm gonna drop the link.
Okay, and then the last clip.
Oh, he drive box trucks. Okay.
It was never meant to be a career. It was a stopgap, a hustle, a gig. What's crazy to me, gig is the actual word. Gig. Man, you know what? You used to hear gig back in the day. Like, man, I got this side gig. Yeah, once I get off work, man, I gotta go work this little gig, man, for 4 hours, make this little extra money, man. It's what it is. It's a gig. How can you build a career out of a gig?
So those are the clips. There's more, but I'm not gonna play anymore. I just want to comment. So I don't know if you guys know Candy Burst from Escape, Real Housewives of Atlanta shows. She is a serial entrepreneur, and she was on Club Shay Shay before the shake up, and she said you should try to make your side thing your main thing. So based off of what he just said, it should never be a main thing. Like, what are your thoughts there?
I'm definitely listening to Candy. Hold on, listen to it. No. But
I kind of enjoy him. Like certain things that he says.
I feel like a lot of what he's saying, like, I don't know. I just maybe I'm over the useless conversations, but it's like he's so passionate about the questions that he already has the answer to. So his delivery annoys me. I'm just like, who is that? But anyway, it's just the fact that I mean, either it doesn't first like for me personally, I think going forward, I personally though, I'm gonna keep my side thing a side thing because I want a soft, peaceful life that I've been living the last couple of years. I genuinely love doing everything outside of work. Honestly, it's like if you don't have to work, what would I be doing? I know exactly what I'll be doing.
Me too.
So right. So if we have to, I have to work in order to have my own money to afford the things that I want to do in life. But honestly, I mean, I could just be doing other stuff. So I'll keep and what I've learned about making my side thing or my interest, my main thing is that it does become work. So then you have to, it's not really that enjoyable because it's a need, it's not a want anymore. It's not a desire. It's not that fun, you know. You see what I'm saying? It's like if I start doing anything in too much of a high volume, I'm not gonna like it anymore. That and I feel like that could just be human nature, but that's also my nature too. So if I want to do things when I want to, not when I have to, and that's what makes it exhausting.
Yeah. When Jazz and I met up, low-key, I don't want to work. Like, yeah, I think I actually really want to work. No, I told her, I said, I want to be a lady of leisure. Like, I want to be a recluse. Just get up when I feel like I want to travel. But am I ever going to get that life? Probably not. So I know I got to go to work.
Or maybe a little tinge of it, because it can be depressing too. I had that little bit of time off. Like, and one thing I would do with gig work, I would literally work for 2 weeks straight, go ham, and then for next 2-3 weeks, I would travel or just be at home doing nothing or other stuff, but I won't be driving. So I used to go crazy and then not work for at least 2 weeks. But even doing that, it's like that 2 week span. It's like, okay, all I'm doing is decompressing from the work I was doing 2 weeks prior. You know, so
like I love to travel. Like, love. I went to LA last week. Why? Just because I could. And just to get away. Like, but then I do understand how much of this can I actually do before you hit a lull and you're like, okay, what next? Chris said that he has switched to rideshare. Delivery is cooked. Mike the Mentor, drive box trucks. Okay. I know I'm behind with the comments.
Very.
Okay, because we're at 210. They need to take them all away, Mike. From I'm like, damn, like what is What is this? What was that guy name that was just doing the whole voiceover?
Mark the mentor.
Yeah, Mark. I'm like, oh, whatever, Mark. Shout out to Mike.
Mike said, "Happy Monday to everyone." I know, I know. I only have two. Oh, I remember now. I definitely remember this man, and I remembered you before, but this right here, yeah, I remember. You used to really like T. It's all coming back to me.
Oh,
He
you did not like
loved. First of all, he had a little thing for T. I remember this.
Mike. Why did you? Can we say ghost? Is that a thing? Why did you not respond to the messages? What's up? What happened?
He changed his number and gave it to everybody but me.
Okay,
It's okay though.
all right.
He said, "Who is this guy?" His name is Mark the mentor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, sorry, and like you said, very surface level, very much so. Huh? And if you don't know Candy from Escape, what are you doing? Exactly. That's true.
Saigic said he could have his opinion, but everyone is different. What works for him is not for everyone. True.
Yeah.
Oh, Lady Hustler said, "I've been doing gig work for 9 years and make 6 figures every year. People don't know what they be talking about."
You heard? I know one person in Chicago been doing gig works for 11 years and switches in between the cab and Uber and Lyft. So,
And shout out to Richard. I don't know if you guys remember Richard, but I actually saw him in California last weekend.
mhm.
And Richard was a whole professor. And I was
Ah,
like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He said, "Rideshare." He enjoys it and he makes good money. So if
yeah,
it works, it works. Saigic said, "I agree with Candy. I won't force it on anyone else."
yeah.
Mike, he is a YouTuber. Mike, okay. Okay. Oh, I am behind. I'm so sorry. There's freedom that gig work gives you that a job can't.
Listen, that's the one of the best benefits of doing it. Honestly, like, oh my goodness.
Mm.
Mm. And let you budget your money correctly. Oh my God.
Next comment.
Couldn't respond when I didn't see it. I never not reply when I got it.
When did you change your number? What's the date?
Let's drop the calling link. Hold on.
Period. Come on, Mr. Mike. We need to hear this tea. Because honestly,
Because
y'all
if
could
you
have been
change,
living life in enjoyment, but we here now. We here. Years later.
Mike is just a great supporter. He wasn't liking me like that.
You never
Y'all
know.
y'all putting
From
words
what
in his
I
mouth.
I'm
remember,
putting
from
words in
what
his mouth. Am I? Because I want to send nobody to no. I want to send money to nobody I don't like.
Wow, y'all see that comment?
Mike
Wow.
got paid. He's sharing the funds. What? Oh, Mike got paid. What's wrong with that comment?
No, not that one. This one.
Oh, I have to go have a especially oh, there you go.
Hey, if he don't follow me on Instagram, then that's gonna say a lot.
That
Continue.
is it is gonna say a lot. You right, you right, you right. I guess I will spend words in his mouth. Never mind. Take it back.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know. But you can still drop the link to see who want to come up here. That'd be fun. You have any more not soliloquies. What I'm talking
Oh,
about.
look at them
No.
photos.
What?
Um, my cue cards
Yeah.
are empty. I just do want to
Okay.
acknowledge the channels that I've been watching.
Yes.
Gig Trader, I mentioned him before. Of course, Gig Life, my
Yes.
brother. Toya Drive, she's been quite consistent. So shout out to her. Quinn's World, I mentioned before. Meaty Mama, I watch. And Jamie, I think her last name is Lanier. I engage with those
Go
channels.
ahead, see.
I ain't getting no
Like, you're
notification.
not coming on to have a bit of discourse?
Oh dang, he did send another.
Period.
Mhm.
Oh, T over there giggling. Okay.
I didn't say
Let
that.
me tell you something. She cannot wait to get off this live. You see how
I
she's in
know
the
she's
dark?
already distracted for the last 45 minutes.
You see how she's in the dark right now?
Uh-huh.
Girl's going wild. I'm telling you. If anyone would like to come up, we've been on for an hour and 48 minutes. And I have to go to work in the morning. Okay.
Oh, you
yeah.
tripping,
It is.
tripping.
Y'all, it's only 6:58 on my time. I'm sorry, y'all.
Her face says it all. Priceless.
Okay. 8, 9,
My
10,
face ain't
11.
said Jack.
She's so giddy right now. She is one of the good ones.
I'm a good girl.
Okay. Well, if anyone would like to come up, I'll give it another 10 minutes.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
check it out.
T, let's release T right now, okay? Because she act like she got somewhere to be.
She about to be like this in the camera. Woo! Went back to her old roster.
Okay.
Y'all are funny. Mm-mm-mm.
Does the link even work? I don't know.
Um,
That is too funny.
I guess nobody want to come up, honestly. Driving with Chris, you want to come up here? He was chatting a lot today.
I'm trying to figure out when they're going to come out with a new app.
Besides StreamYard.
No, like a
Oh.
new gig app.
Oh, I did want to talk about that. Was on the agenda. Okay, so there is a new-ish app. It's called Expedite. It's not new. It's rebranded. It's called Expedite. It was once called Delivered, but they've rebranded into Expedite. And what it is, from what I can recall, is you deliver catering orders, and they seem to pay a significant amount. If you visit Toya Drives, her channel, she made a video recently about the app, and she made like 80 something dollars doing a Subway catering order. So I requested twin. What's your Insta, Dimples? My Instagram is Dimples on Demand.
Mine is Gym with Jazz 2040. My name up here, if you can see it.
This is her Instagram, Gym with Jazz 2040.
Yeah.
Chris, you should come up. He said there is an app called Airspace. Tell us about it. Is it food? Is it packages? Medical device delivery? What I have been doing, of course, user testing. I know people don't really consider that an app, but when there was a period of time where I had taken some time off of work, and during that time I was making like $300 or so doing user tests from the user testing app. So consider that.
Airspace?
What is it about?
I'm gonna look that one up.
No, I thought you checked just now.
You know, she was not checking. We know what she was doing.
We know what she was doing. Come on, we know. She's so giddy.
You know what? There's one called Curry, Curri, but it's not in my state.
Where is it? Probably you sound like some New York stuff or over
I
East
don't
Maryland.
know, but it's similar to Roadie, I think.
Maybe California too.
I just did a roadie. I did too yesterday.
How was that?
Not bad at all. I picked up from CVS, dropped that off, and then I picked up from Home Depot, dropped it off. Very simple.
Okay.
I've not done like the over the road. I would never do that. But I'm in a Facebook group, and join the Facebook groups, y'all. Like you'll learn a lot from the Facebook group.
Have you ever picked up people's luggage from the airport? They would do that a lot here in Arizona. I never even done roadie, but they would always have the option to go from like the airport to Prescott, or it just wouldn't make sense. Like for $50, I would go 70 miles. But I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's on the way, perhaps.
Right. But it
But
wasn't.
I'm not.
I'm driving there and driving back.
Oh God, no.
No.
I know T was doing the Roadie XD, and that was profitable, correct?
They started lowering the money though. I'm talking about like $100 to go 20 miles and drop off maybe like 25 mail items. Like it was sick when it first rolled out, but now they like, all right, here go $50 to go 85 miles and deliver 56 items. What?
Oh no, honey.
Some people do it though. Like Quinn, she drives.
Yeah.
She driving some miles, and I'm like, I couldn't be me, but
yeah. I mean, honestly, if this was what I did full time and I just didn't mind vibing out or something, but honestly, these days I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
How do you feel about the daily goal? Like, I know we are not feeling Mark the mentor right now, but somebody had called into his channel, was like, oh, I'm good with $100 a day. And he said, that's it? Like, why would you just settle for the $100 a day? Like, do
Maybe
you
they don't
think,
need that much. Maybe sometimes I would just do $100 a day because I wasn't even supposed to be working that day. But if it's $100 every day, I don't know. It just depends on a person's needs. We can't judge them because they don't want to be on the road for 10 hours a day. It's supposed to be 8 hours, but it always ends up 10. It's supposed to be 12 hours, but it always ends up 15 or 16. So, or being outside for that long, you know. So, whatever people want. Some days it's 100, some days it's 200. Some days I'm not gonna stop driving until I hit this quest.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, you know, DM, y'all don't want to come up here and say hello.
I think they do. And then it depends on the market too. Like $100 in New York, New Jersey. Um,
That ain't nothing to y'all, man.
That's like $20.
mm-mm.
That's cute for here. It's getting up here, but it ain't never gonna be. It ain't never gonna hit California or New
No.
York.
Yo, when I was in California, I wanted to take an Uber. The Uber said $80. I said, let me get on this good old bus for $1.75. I was
You
riding
hear
the
me?
bus and the train.
That was me when I was going to New York, y'all. But Dimples is such an angel. She picked me up from the airport, and then my mom and my sister up from the airport. Don't get me started about what we supposed to be had a rubric or a itinerary, but I fucked it up. Excuse my language. But anyway, shout out to her because I was actually so the thing was it was gonna cost my mom and my sister probably like $100 to go from the airport to our hotel. And me, I was never gonna pay $100 either way. I was gonna get on the train just like that. I was like, oh no, I can't. It just doesn't make sense. And what is LaGuardia is only what, how far from where we were at? 20 miles, 20,
Yeah, it
15,
wasn't
16 miles.
that.
I don't
See, New
know.
York, nothing is really far. It's the traffic that would turn you around.
Yeah. I was like, nah, I was gonna get on the bus or the train.
Yeah,
too.
because when you
Shout out to
she
you.
flew into LaGuardia, nobody goes to LaGuardia, but okay, she flew into LaGuardia. Fine. So I was like, oh, I'll just pick you up. It wasn't, I didn't have to think about it. Like, oh, yeah, I'll pick you up. I'm available. That's fine. I had this whole plan.
Yeah.
We were going to go to the Brooklyn Museum, Botanical Gardens. I had this whole plan. And she was like, no.
No, it was not like that. It was a miscommunication or something. She was saying something like, "Oh, you and your family should do this." I thought she was saying we should do it, but honestly, my sister is the itinerary queen, so she booked us. Baby, you would have thought we went on tour. The way we was busy every day. We just seen a Broadway play. We didn't went to a few restaurants. We didn't. What did we do? The little bus tour. Did a virtual tour. Girl, when he got bracelets, and but before we knew it was time to go. It's time to go. But I'm gonna be back, y'all. You're gonna see me and Dimples
Because
together.
I think your mom, either you and your mom had asked me something. I said, oh, I don't do this. I don't even come here. Like, this is
Yes.
a tourist.
We was being very, very touristy, you know, but it was my mama's first time. So I was just like, I want to give her the New York experience.
Did she get it?
So we got it. I was ready to go.
What
anyway.
is the New York experience?
The typical, oh, we stand in Times Square, oh, let's do the bus tour, let's go to a Broadway play, let's we didn't take the train,
Not
unfortunately.
unfortunately, thank God. What do you mean?
I mean, I ain't been on the train in years, so I wanted to take it, but we were so packed and we just had so much to do. And by the time we did one thing, it was time was really flying. Talk about a New York minute, time was really going, but we were having so much fun.
She did all of this and then
yeah.
come to Brooklyn. I wanted you to go there so bad.
But that, you know what I realized too, that's not my mama sees. So it was like, it was cool. She got her, she's very organized and stuff. I don't know how to say.
Okay.
She's not like I'm the more free flowing, have colors and whimsical, more, you know, that's more my scene. So next time I come, yes.
Yeah. Well, we gotta go to Detroit to visit T.
T, when you free?
Never.
No, I was just about to say.
Why are you not free? What's going on? What's his name? Mike, can you free up? Sell some coins.
October I got time off, but I'm already be out of town. And then my next vacation time is December. The week before Christmas and then February.
So why we can't do something December?
We can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go out to dinner. We just need a couple hours to go time.
It's her birthday.
Exactly. She said no.
No, I'm down. I should be here. Yeah.
Okay. You're just gonna show up one day. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'm just going.
Chris said he checked. I guess the driver, they deliver packages from the airport. Oh, that's airspace. Oh, that's a catchy name. The guy who told me did a trip. Wow. That's for 700 miles?
That's like from here to to shit to San Francisco. I don't even know. That's probably
I
far, isn't
mean,
it?
it
Is it
doesn't
called
worth
Is that
airspace routes?
if I need? Let me tell you something. I would do that if I need $1,100 for
for
something.
700 miles?
Yeah, I think so. That's okay. For example, if I need $1,000 for something, I think about it. If I have no other way of making money, even if my 9 to 5, I'm still gonna wait 2 weeks for that check. So if I need 1,100 for something, I'll go do it. I'll go do it. Take a couple
Oh,
days, maybe stay there overnight. A little, I don't know, maybe, or just drive back. I don't know. But a thousand, $1,100 is worth it.
For 700 miles?
I think so. Yeah. Have a
Driving a
little
gas
fun.
vehicle or an electric car?
Again, I ain't never had electric, so gas.
So how much you think gas you gonna put in your car?
Girl, look, 150. That ain't nothing. I've driven. Okay, let's just say from Omaha to Chicago is 350 miles. So driving there and back, it's like driving there and back, and that's 14. Oh, that is 14 hours one way. So then that's 28 hours. That's 28. What am I doing? Yeah, 28. Yeah, I don't know. But if I need $1,000, I probably would do that.
well, it says airspace is a revolutionary on-demand courier specializing in critical shipment needs.
Old lady hustler
Yes.
said that sounds like a Mr. Beast challenge.
It's not right here. It ain't processing up here.
I feel like I would do that if I had nothing else going on.
I'll give you the money. I'm not. Don't drive 700 miles,
You
please.
gonna let me? You gonna give me 1,100 to not drive 700 miles?
If you need it, yeah, I would.
This girl is crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. Me or her? Because I don't think.
Her, not
All
you.
right. Because I'm
Her.
like 700
Miles?
miles. Okay, I'm thinking about it in a fun way. In a fun way, like okay, let's just say they have me drive to California from here. Vegas is literally 4 hours. It's not 300 miles though, but still, I don't know, y'all. I would be down to do it if I didn't have another way, and I needed it for sure. Why not?
I'm blurry.
It was that.
I guess. I mean, whatever. If you are gonna have fun with it, I guess.
I guess, but if I think I needed it for sure, it ain't. It don't make sense. But you're getting your money all at once. Hopefully, that's the difference.
What about the tolls?
Ain't no tolls for real over here. I
Oh,
don't think so. I think that's a Midwest East Coast thing. There could be tolls, but I never crossed a toll here in Arizona, so I don't know.
oh, there's tolls. There's
It's
tolls
tolls
here.
everywhere.
For me to
No,
go to New York, one trip to New York now costs me
$10.
no
Really?
$10.
How much is the toll from Jersey to New York?
So from where I live, there's little tolls along the way. Let's just say it's under $5 for the little tolls, and then to get to cross any bridge, it's like 20 something dollars.
Oh no,
And
honey.
then remember, you enter Manhattan, and that's a congestion price.
Oh yeah.
Remember the sign I had showed you? So that's a
Uh-huh.
congestion price.
Oh no, honey.
So
We
easily, it's like a 30 something dollar trip just to go visit.
Yeah, we ain't got it. We got tolls in Chicago, but I ain't never. I over here driving to Vegas, going to California to Vegas. I've never had a toll or nothing. But that's crazy.
Chris said getting to JFK is like $50.
Wow.
Yeah. So do you have any final thoughts,
Mm-mm.
T?
No, man.
No, old lady. I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. Old lady hustler says 700 miles with a stranger over days. No, this is for delivering delivering an airport bag or something like that. Wasn't it?
Critical shipments or packages.
No, and Mario, how much is a Skyway?
What is Skyway?
Like the toll, essentially.
Oh, okay.
The toll, the people, the way back and forth, 1,400 miles, Jazz. Everybody eat my ass up in the comments, but I'm not with a person. I'm in the car delivering whatever I'm delivering. But it is a lot though. 1,400 miles is crazy. But let's just say every mile for every dollar I'm getting. If I need it, if I had to do it.
You're only getting $1,100.
If I need it, if I need $1,000 for something, I would do it. And it had the time, I would do it. Did you hear? Oh, okay.
Does Chicago have what's the Coney Island place?
Coney Island.
Portillo's?
What is it called?
You talking about Portillo's? You said
No.
Chicago?
No, you see how Detroit has the Coney Island.
Yeah.
What is it called? Coney.
It's just called Coney Island.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called Coney Island.
Do they have that in Chicago?
No,
No.
what is that?
It's like a 24-hour food place. But I know Chicago
Oh.
got something. I just don't remember what it was called.
We have Maxwell's 24 hours. We got, but it
So, like,
all
it depends because our Coney Island, it's like you could have breakfast, lunch, or dinner at any time of the day.
It sounds like a
Oh.
diner.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's saying it like it's something special.
I don't know. And honestly, I've never been to Coney Island in on the East Coast, so I don't even know what the hell that is. I thought that was a carnival or like a place where people like they
in
have
New
to
York,
ride.
I think that's what it is. In New York.
No, first of all, Coney Island is a neighborhood. That's number one.
My
Number
bad.
number two, they happen to have a amusement park that's
Oh.
renamed to. Is it called Astroland? I don't know what it's called.
What's going on, y'all?
I guess it's I don't know, but I don't think I would ever take anybody to Coney Island. I guess if you want to go,
And don't they have the casino out there too?
in
Heck
Queens,
yeah.
right?
Oh.
We're not too far from the airport.
Okay, he said, "Good thing Jess don't be begging." You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I would get it out the mud if I had to. And yeah, I'm still in Arizona. I'm just from Chicago, so you know.
And you ain't never heard of Coney Island. You ain't never
Girl,
been to
what the heck?
Detroit?
Years and years ago, I actually had family in Detroit. And you talking about when I was a kid, girl. I don't even.
I mean, ain't nothing to see here, but I get it.
No, but I never heard of Coney Island either.
It's one on like every corner.
Really?
Maybe
It's like a
every other
fast
corner.
food joint.
Yeah, but like she's, I guess like a fast food diner. It's like you just literally walk in. It could be midnight. If you want some pancakes, eggs, and bacon, you could get it.
Girl, this is
7
like
a.m.
Perkins or like IHOP.
Or the Waffle House.
Yeah. You know what? Them was the days, y'all. When I was younger, we used to go to the club or wherever we was. I used to work at the club too. I used to be a bartender. We used to go to this place called Perkins in Omaha, Nebraska. That's top tier.
Like you said, Denny's.
Yeah, it's literally like that, but 24 hours. Denny's and IHOP, yes.
Okay. Denny's
So
is
what
nasty,
happened at
y'all.
Perkins?
Girl, the food was just fire. All the time. Like Perkins is like, I don't know if it's Iowa and just Omaha or Nebraska and Omaha, but I don't think we have a Perkins here. But it's like IHOP. But y'all, I stopped going to IHOP years ago. When I went in there for some New York cheesecake pancakes, some sausage and cheese eggs, and it turned out to be $40 with coffee.
Jeez.
I said $40.
$40.
I said, baby, I gotta. This used to be $17, you know. So I was like, yeah, I gotta stop. I can't be. My thing is, if I'm going to be gluttonous, or yeah, I can't be paying money for it too. It has to be cheap and unhealthy. I'm not gonna be paying you to kill me.
Oh my God.
You see what I'm saying? Has to be one of the. It gotta make sense, y'all. I don't mind paying for quality, any food, quality, or how do you say, supplements, blah blah blah. I spend a lot of money on that type of stuff. But when it comes to honey buns, when it comes to a bag of chips, why is a bag of chips?
It's not 25 cents or 50 cents?
Girl,
House is good.
have you been to the store? It's 70. I don't even know, $1 damn
Well,
near.
in New Jersey, at least not where I live, we don't have corner stores. So
The
What?
bodega.
my store is CVS. Like, we
Oh,
don't have
okay.
that.
You know what? You don't even worry about it. Don't get me
In
started on
Brooklyn,
CVS.
I know like a bag of cheese doodles was 25 cents. Maybe it's 50 cents now.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I hop on to Applebee's. 50
You
cent
said, where the hell you
wings.
been? I don't know. My corner store is literally CVS, like, and it's 24 hours.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Right.
CVS be taxing.
Right. So the chips is really like $1 something for what should
Okay.
be 50 cents.
Maybe that's what I'm looking at because I'm at my closest is CVS too. But still, stuff used to be 25 cents. You used to be able to go to Walgreens and get Debbie cakes and blah, blah, blah. Girl, just, I just got to stop. Dimples, you do 7-Eleven.
I do have like 3 7-Eleven in the area.
They do be taxing still. I feel like they're worse. And sometimes the quality is bad.
It's $2 for a bag of chips.
Listen.
You can still get 2 for $1 where I'm at.
See, we got to go to Detroit.
Okay.
I want to go to Chicago though, downtown.
Oh, yeah. When you want to go to Chicago? We can meet up there.
Yeah, we can
That's
shop,
cool.
right? It's like a shopping area.
I could
Yep.
bring y'all some Detroit snacks. That's fine.
What are
Yeah.
the snacks?
Right. I want to know too. I don't know.
Yeah, ever had sour powers?
No.
It's
Like a
like,
Sour Patch.
yeah, but they're in a long straw.
Oh, I think so. Are they by the Sour Patch people?
It says sour power.
You ever had Jungle Jollies?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Crunchy Curls.
I don't know what that is.
I need y'all. Okay, Mario. When you go to Mariano's, I swear to God. Oh my God. The Chicago mix. So everybody's into Garrett's or used to be into Garrett's popcorn, like the mixed Chicago bag, which is like the cheese flavor. Girl, you have to go to Chicago and go to Mariano's, which is our grocery store. They have this gigantic container for $5. I kid you not, you will eat the whole thing. It's fire. Huh?
Is
I
it metal?
don't know if I could betray Garrett's like that though.
Girl, I just had Garrett's in the airport. It wasn't all that. But when you go to Mariano's, you're gonna be like, oh man, I gotta have like 3 of these and take them back. I mean, take it back with you. Honey buns, damn near like $2. Honey buns.
Listen, I used to love at 200 and something. How much was I? 2 something. I would eat a honey bun. I loved honey buns.
Me too.
So good. Not the one with the frosting though. I didn't like those.
Yeah, I can do both, but honestly, they don't even taste the same no more.
Yeah.
But the little Debbie ones taste the same. It's just that they've gotten so smaller, or maybe I've gotten bigger. I don't know. Probably bigger.
What's 7 Brews?
I don't know. Not y'all
Not
going
y'all
to
going to
Chicago.
Chicago.
Right, Mario? You trying to meet up?
I went once. I'll go again.
Yeah, we should meet up in Chicago. They be having
I'll tell Michael.
sales. He in Chicago?
No, but I'll tell him to join us.
Okay. We having sales. Yes, period. That's what I'm like, y'all. Y'all want to do a Chicago meetup?
Mm-hmm.
Benton cheese doodles are like bon time. I don't eat them. Oh, that must be an East Coast thing. Cheese
Doodles.
Bama guy. Hey, Bama guy. It's been a long time since I've seen him.
Hey, I remember him.
Yeah.
Where you been at? I guess where we been at. Never mind.
Where we been at? So this was successful, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Very
What
good.
the people want, if they want to see this more often, or if
Yes.
the ladies are willing to do it more often. We could also alternate channels. So who's volunteering for us to go on their channel next?
I guess me, because they finna demonetize my ass, so I gotta get on there. They told me, girl, you got 30 days to post something or get some views.
Really?
I already got demonetized. They gave me the same warning. I was like, I don't even care.
I care. I literally told Dimples the other day. I said, girl, they just gave me a warning, blah, 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 blah. But I'm just like, every time I try to post something from my phone, girl, it don't work. But I got to get on it because I need to do something. And why not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, so I guess my channel next. Okay.
Okay, set the
Let's
date
do
and the
it.
time. Mellencamp
Okay.
said yes. Old lady hustler said nice to meet you, ladies. Nice to meet you too.
Likewise.
Said nice to see you, ma'am. Not nice to meet you. Hey, nice to see you too,
Oh,
old lady.
sorry.
Old lady hustler.
Clearly, I can't see.
Y'all, it's past their bedtime.
For real. I'm looking at the time like.
Right.
Mario said we got Mike and T back talking.
Not
A
yet.
success.
I'll update y'all on the next stream. Not yet.
Yes. Dimples, you should be a series. You should do a series. She should, because honestly, thank you for that. Because I'm definitely finna charge my iPad. I'm finna lay down, have me some tea, and literally watch some internet.
I don't want to say the wrong thing, so
Yeah, keep it offline, sister. Everything's going good.
because I don't know what's true, what's not true. I don't know who's lying, not lying, scamming, not scamming.
That's
Who
true.
has mental health? I just
Because eating lasagna, you could have she could have chose something a little bit less expensive. But then again, I don't know.
doesn't she deserve the finer things?
That's how I feel. So if somebody's willing to pay for it, why not? I don't know, but I'm not the one to judge.
But you almost 49.
Not
I
that
wouldn't have
tired.
guessed it. I would not have guessed that.
Me either, honestly.
I would have said 30 something.
Y'all remember when we used to be chilling and gigging? What is it? Chilling gig? Used to be driving around in the car. That's crazy. I'm insane, y'all. That's crazy as hell. Driving around and on live. That's not
Those were
sweet.
the times. Like
It was the times though. But
when I
Bama
tell
got
you,
will
me
always
and
be
she
there.
would be on the phone. I'm in New York and New Jersey. She's in Detroit. We doing orders.
Yes.
She picking up an order. I'm picking up an order. We just talking to each other. Oh, I just got one. Let me go drop it off. Blah 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 blah. Those were
Oh.
the times.
Mm.
Yeah, I should go back to weekly or bi-weekly at least. Well, Jazz is gonna schedule the next show.
I am.
She definitely. I don't want to say. I don't want to confirm, but
Oh, and you would know because you in that field, child. You be watching people all the time. So let me know. I want to know what your synopsis is. What your resolution you came to is. You think? Well, I'll text you or something.
yeah, I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Anyway, guys.
He said this is an old picture. I was in my early 40s there. Okay. Well, you look good.
Amen. Yeah, we about to get out of here though, cause T is
about
she been tapped out 2 hours ago. Dimples has to go to sleep. I'm about to go to sleep myself and relax and watch some YouTube.
She got a full. She got the iPad charged.
I'm charging right now.
It's been
thank you
fun.
so much, everyone, for tuning in, staying tuned in. Those that popped in and popped out, we greatly appreciate it.
We love you guys.
So,
It's been 5 years, y'all. Almost 6. That's crazy. Insane.
And for these ladies to even say yes, I was like, oh, y'all want to go live? Instantly, yep.
Yeah.
No hesitation. So I'm grateful for that.
Oh, I'm grateful.
No problem.
Yes, we love you guys. Thank you so much. And stay tuned for our next live.
Yes, and everybody follow me at Gym with Jazz on 2040 on Instagram, Facebook. This channel, I have another channel that I named the same thing. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing, but just follow me.
And before we go, what are your plans for the channel in the future?
Me?
Both of y'all. Yeah, both have to answer the question.
I don't know what I'm doing, but
none.
I would like to be
her. I ain't got a clue.
I would like to be consistent, y'all, but I'm really about my soft life. So me working in my job 4 days a week, I be just living life. But I would like to get onto YouTube. It's just so much work, y'all. If y'all see me, don't judge me for just posting a video with nothing on it. Like I'm just gonna post a raw video. I'm so serious. I'm not editing. I'm just gonna. You see what I'm saying, Dimples? Doesn't that feel right?
But from what I've seen, like I told you, the most to me engaging videos are the ones that are just raw. Like,
yeah, I'm tired of the editing stuff. I'm over it.
I told you I watched DoorDash forget her wallet, go back and cut. Like there was nothing to the video. She literally did nothing.
So when y'all see that on my channel, just to act like you don't see nothing, because just watch it, just support. And I don't mind. I think another thing about me too is that I've always shared my life with the internet since like 2012 or something. So I've kind of been in a space where I've been wanting to just be quiet and just enjoy my life. Like,
I know T has said that, like,
yeah,
not sharing,
yeah, just girl, shut the hell up and just enjoy my life. Like that's what was on. But I'm also like, I do talk a lot. So I don't know.
Be a pop up and drive by the way we don't see y'all again.
What? Nobody say nothing. Everybody needs to be quiet. DoorDash players. Listen, I'm finna go watch right now. Anyway, love you guys. I'm about to
All
go.
right. Thank you so
See
much.
y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
Enjoy your booty. Bye.
You know I need the details. I can't wait.
I'm out of here.
Bye.